And there it is.
Oh, wait, don't go live yet.
Ah, it's too late now. Can't take it back.
No take backsies.
Good lord.
Can't stop what has begun.
It's true. And what has begun is Gateway. Gateway. Welcome back to another exciting episode of our favorite post-apocalyptic role-playing game right here on twitch.tv/The Unexpectables.
A lot of qualifiers, but you know what? It's true.
You know, we are closing in on
Gateway.
we're closing in on episode 100.
Hot damn.
Indeed, this one's been going for a long time.
We're almost in syndication.
Mm-hmm.
Prince Division could never, and that makes me sad.
That's right. #1 show on Saturdays, baby.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And we're in the home stretch of it, but before we can see the end, we gotta figure out a few more things here in the Emerald Acropolis. But before we can get to that, we need to introduce our players here, starting with Booms McBalrog.
Oh, hi there. My name is Caitlin Elizabeth, known as Boobs McBalrog all over the internet because that's a username I chose 15 years ago and it's never going away anymore. Let's see. I don't even know what I have to announce this week. I'm positive there's things to announce, but I can't remember them. So hi there. That's me.
Golly, I feel it. I feel it.
You had that whole anime since last time. You can.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's right. So I had my first anime protagonist role in a show called Bullet Bullet, which is on Hulu. I was very excited. I play a little mechanic named Gear. I thought of you, Alvin.
Thank you.
I know. And yeah, it's a really cool show that is about how do I explain? It's a group of people who go and steal things and find out things about society. And if you are disgruntled with society, yes. If you're disgruntled with society, boy howdy, is this going to be the show for you.
I could be disgruntled.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
Well,
I live in a society.
Shit.
You do?
Do we?
Then you should watch Bullet/Bullet on
Available
Hulu.
now on
Available
Hulu?
now.
Wow.
Yes. Thanks for
Starring
reminding me. That was a
DK.
huge milestone in my life that just evaporated in my brain.
You're welcome.
Maybe
I
because-
remember seeing that announcement being like, wait a minute, didn't that happen since Gateway?
Yeah, it super did. I'm also just in a wheelchair right now because I had the audacity to sit on my couch and completely sprained my a ligament in my leg. So my
don't be modest,
brain.
Caitlin. You acted too hard. You just.
Yeah, I was being dramatic on a chaise lounge. That's definitely what it was instead, and not that I just sat down. Weird.
Statistically, the most dangerous piece of furniture. I have never found a comfortable chaise lounge.
I never knew it was so
Really?
dangerous to draw.
I owned my ex wanted one to read in. It just kind of turned into the dog bed.
Oh, yeah.
I could not get comfortable on it. I don't know. It was like the curves.
Really?
Yeah,
You
I
gotta find the right one. It's gotta be like
guess.
U-shaped, you know?
don't know. Yeah, maybe I just have like a weird back.
So this one wasn't
like-
Caitlin shaped then.
I mean, we call this couch Australia because it's like, it's like the size of a country. We look like children on it.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
It's phenomenal, but also, yeah, I'm dumb sometimes.
Man,
You know.
I hear a lot of excuses for the couch, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
It's a good couch. It doesn't normally do this. I fell down some stairs.
Oh god.
Really
Oh
mentioned.
no, not that route. Anyway, yeah, anime
abusive
protagonist.
couch.
Bullet.
Awesome.
That's me.
Yeah. Up next, we've got my very good friend, Fringe Type.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Fringe Type. You can find me at twitch.tv/Fringe Type. I stream throughout the week. I play horror games, retro games, and RPGs. Abiotic Factor came into 1.0. I was excited about that. It's kind of like, it's a little Half-Life, it's a little horror, it's a little science, it's a little craft builder. It's really, really fun, and I'm gonna go ahead and go through every single part of that. I'm actually building a house above a forge right now. Very appropriate for me. Other than that, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm also I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but I've been writing and polishing up the story for a horror RPG I want to make. And I've also been working on other things, considering I like writing. I've been writing for maybe doing a radio show, horror-themed radio show, or sci-fi-themed radio show. Some are sci-fi, some are creepy. Well, what I've written is a lot of like things that feel like they're from like Twilight Zone or like Night Gallery, if you have people with like really old TV. And I think having kind of like a radio show would be something pretty cool in like a podcast sense. Like, you know, yeah, there's a lot of podcasts. Could there be radio shows? We'll find out.
Yeah, what was that one called? Night Vale City or something?
Oh yeah, that was back in the Tumblr days.
Yeah, welcome to Night Vale, I think
man.
it was.
The guy had such a gentle voice.
There's big markets for stuff like that.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't think Night Vale's done.
Probably
Oh.
not,
They're still
but
doing shit.
I think it's mutated
that's
since
the one
then.
I remembered.
It's aberrant. But if you want literary aberrance and just you want to go ahead and just help me out, it's twitch.tv/Fringe Type. I'm doing a summer donathon, so I can go ahead and like try to pay some debts and like live in my apartment. So that's what I got going on. Other role? Nope. That's all I got. Just the writing. That's me.
Excellent. And up next, we've got Lanny Pator.
Why, that's me. Nothing strictly to announce right now, unless you want to get my opinion on the new Fantastic Four movie, in which case check out 4-Star Bento. Just released a little podcast talking about that today. I am various levels deep on various different projects right now, so expect some announcements coming around the fall for some fun stuff coming out, but nothing I can really talk about just yet. Just a lot of things in various levels of production. Until then, I'm going to be playing me some Donkey Kong over on my Twitch. If you want to join me, just hang out, chat with me, Mr. Steak, and of course Donkey Kong. Been having a blast. Nobody does it like Nintendo. Like, their A-team, always bangers. Yeah, that's me. I'll probably be playing some Donkey Kong tomorrow evening if you want to tune in and hang out with me. That's about all. Back to you, Connor.
All right. Up next, we've got Sarah. Where can they find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Blue Sky and YouTube at Sarah with an H now with an E. I messed it up for the first time in my life. Fuck.
Whoa.
Fuck.
Whoa.
It's just that kind of week.
Wow.
Does
My
the
identity.
Does the Goomba have an H in it?
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, gosh, I guess. The new season of Rent a Girlfriend has started. I'm back as Ruka Sawashina. If you want to wonder why the heck she gives Kazuya the time of day, because she deserves better. She is a small, adorable little bean, and she deserves better. But I'm back doing that, and it's fun because I've always enjoyed it. So yeah, that's about it. Everything else I can't talk about.
Ooh, fair enough. And up next, we've got Xanalis Grimm.
Hey, that's me. I'm on vacation, so things are a little delayed right now. But once I get back, I should be back on at Monty's channel, I should say, for twitch.tv/MontyGlue at 7 p.m. PST for some Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Then on Friday, twitch.tv/DistortionDevil at 3:30 p.m. PST for some Castador's Guide to the Cosmos. And then back here with the regular scheduled program every Saturday. Wait, no, are we on next week? I forget.
Next
For
week,
Gateway?
I believe.
For Gateway?
Then yes.
Is that
No, next week is the 2nd, so we will not be
Just
on.
kidding. I will not be there.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. But yeah, if you want to catch what I'm up to, I got lots of different things going on. I'm also in abiotic factor mode because we've been on it since the game was pre-launch. You can catch me over on my socials at Xanos Grim on Blue Sky, and that's me.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. And I suppose that just leaves me. And you can find me over on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, and Blue Sky at Distortion Devil, where I still serve Coke the old-fashioned way.
Right up the. Oh, never mind.
With the cocaine. Wait, what?
Yummers. And when I'm not trying to navigate debilitating brain fog, I'll be back to my basically regularly scheduled stream programming. Streaming every day except Wednesday and Saturday, because I'll be right here. Except not next Saturday, because we'll be off. Yes. What the hell am I doing?
The question I ask every morning, Connor.
Yeah, you know,
Got this, Connor. You got
nothing
this.
out of the ordinary. We'll probably actually be wrapping up Elden Ring either next week or the week after. So, we'll have to figure out what I'm doing on Thursdays then. So, yes, indeed. But, yes. That's basically about it for me. This episode of Gateway was brought to you in part by Barking and also Die Hard Dice. That's right.
That lasted not even a second.
The void swallowed him.
It just
You can find your Dark Dice over at dieharddice.com. Use the code Unexpectables and you can save 10% on your order as well. Check out the Lies Aspect Dice, the official collaboration between the Unexpectables and Die Hard Dice. As well, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic merch available on our spring store with more to come. So be sure to stay tuned. If you're not following our social media, if you're not in our Discord, why?
Why not?
get in there.
Why do you hate fun?
Unless you're a band,
Water's
then
warm.
stay out. But yes.
Or pray for forgiveness.
Indeed. We also couldn't do this week in, week out, without bits and subs from viewers like you. Bits and subs from people such as Blackfoot Ferret, thank you for the 9,001 bits. Woo! Prices. The 7, thank you for the 29 months. Let's go Gateway. Captain Bunny Rabbit, thank you for the 17 months. The #1 show on Saturdays, Gateway. However much time is left. And Mr. Insecure, thank you for giving out 5 subs to the community. And with that, are we ready to hop in?
Let's do it.
As I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let me just...
You got it.
That'll work.
You good?
You good? You good?
Yep.
You good?
Yep.
You good?
We're good.
Or so he says.
What the fuck?
This is a different iteration. I like it.
We're not good.
Dude,
What
Dude, I
the
like
hell
this
was
new
that?
It was like a different arrangement. That's weird.
What?
What'd I miss? I don't. Is it the music? Because I don't hear
Well,
music.
Lois,
That-
what the fuck?
That was a completely different version of Meet Me in St. Louis that played.
I want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, that
I
was
need to turn up
that
the
was not the
volume.
instrumental. Sorry. Hang on.
Ah.
Here we go. I fucking scared myself for my brain is so fried this week, I swear to God.
Need more Coke.
More.
Not sponsored, unless.
I sadly hear no music. I'm sad.
No Coke. Is Pepsi okay?
There it is.
When last we left the runaways, Apex the Wildman, Louise the Scavenger, Alvin the Mechanic, Cynthia the Nurse, and Theo the Combat Medic, the dust was settling from a recent attack by a swarm of mutated bugs that seemed intent on killing and capturing the citizens of the Emerald Acropolis for an unknown purpose. Theo witnessed a ghost from his past, Razor Glow, a glowing one transformed and mutated into an impossibly tall monstrosity. After a brief crisis of conscience, the group met back with the Green Ring to discuss what had happened, with them discovering the swarm of insects were in fact mutated cicadas, rising up from the ground with unusual aggression. Johann opened up to his council about the scant knowledge of Vault 40 that he'd acquired, including that they laid the framework, the blueprints, and the materials that allowed for the Emerald Acropolis to establish itself so quickly. The runaways split themselves off once more in order to aid the recovery effort, with Apex, Cynthia, and a pair of sentient death claws discovering the shed carapaces of giant cicadas clinging to the drained dead trees. Hundreds of them. Now they must figure out what to do with this discovery on tonight's episode of Gateway. And so, we'll start off with Apex, Cynthia, and the Death Claws. You come across this large forested area that reminds you heavily of the road that you took to lead into the Acropolis in the first place, the one that cuts through the White Razor camps, which have since been pretty heavily logged. But this appears to be comparatively untouched. As you delve further into the woods, you see these mounds of dirt and disturbed soil that speckle and litter the ground just everywhere. You see these sort of light brown shells of these huge insects that are clinging to the side of these trees. The trees themselves, even though the end of the world was not great for plant life, these trees in particular look just drained. Like, if the trees on the other side of the camp were raisins, were grapes, these are definitely raisins.
I wouldn't understand that reference.
It's true.
I would.
That's true.
This is your narrative.
But you
Apex
see,
would be
However-
just kind of like Apex would just be kind of like wandering around, like looking at all of these discarded shells, probably trying to find like the lowest hanging one and just kind of like pluck it from the tree to examine the shell itself, how fresh it is, the level of moisture, its stink, that kind of thing.
it's easy enough. It takes just a little bit of effort. It seems to have dug its sort of hook-like claws into the bark of this tree, just to sort of hold itself there, but it doesn't take much effort to pry it off. It's surprisingly light in your hands. It feels like... It feels brittle to your touch. You feel as though even the slightest amount of pressure could either crack or crush parts of this carapace.
And I'd thoroughly test that, like just kind of like gripping the limbs in my hand, feeling it just kind of like crunch and crackle, how it dissolves.
Yeah, it almost shatters like glass.
Is there any moisture to them at all? Would I be able to maybe discern how long ago these were molted?
I guess make a wits roll.
Wits? Sure thing.
Wits.
Shabushka. Oh, dear lord. That's a 6. No.
Hmm.
Apex don't know enough about no bugs.
Yeah, given that these are a strange enough sight to begin with, you've probably had your fair share of run-ins with either
Rad
like
ants
bloat
and
flies or
rad
blood
roaches
wings
and
and
stuff,
rad
yeah.
roaches. Yeah, but you've never quite seen anything like this. Not anything that really molts in this way.
I've never seen anything like this. I've read about things like old creatures called snakes could do things like this, but
Yeah, it's I guess it is sort of like a snake in that way. It's just these things only come up once every so often. Very rare.
they must have been here for a while.
They
If they
stay
took the-
underground for a long time.
I meant... And I pointed all of the husks on the trees around us. If they came up and they needed to grow, and then they needed to shed, how long would they have been here before they attacked?
That's a good question. I don't think it takes them particularly long. What is it, days, weeks, something like that? Well, and with them being affected by radiation, I'm not even sure. But, I'm going to see if... You said there are hundreds of them, Connor?
Basically every tree you see around you as you get further into the woods, basically every tree has at least one of these empty shells clinging to it.
Well, as I recall, usually once cicadas come up, they molt pretty quick. I don't think it takes them that long to start the molting process.
I'm going to look around for one of like the freshly disturbed mounds of dirt, like to try to find a fresh hole that they crawled out of.
Sure, absolutely. You find a relatively freshly disturbed pit of dirt. It's just
Now,
like
these
a large
these
killed
creatures,
mound.
These creatures were like the size of a large dog, right? Like by bug strength, being able to still pick up a human, essentially.
Correct. Yeah, and just judging from a glance of the size of these holes, a human being, an adult human being, could easily fit in one of these.
This one was made for me. No,
Oh my god. I'm hoping the rest of what I remember about cicadas is wrong. I think when they first come up out of the ground, they molt one time, but they do it several times over, getting bigger each time before they reach... Those were basically just babies. I think they molt maybe 4 or 5 times, getting bigger each time. If memory serves, it's a little fuzzy, but those shells will be everywhere. And we only had, what, 15 of them, 20? There are hundreds here.
I have. Okay. In my inventory, hold on. Let me open it up. so I
While
can
you're looking for
edit
that, Cynthia, go ahead and make me a smarts roll.
I would love to.
right. I was going to say when
Check chat.
While we were, while you guys are communicating that, a long time ago, while we were just kind of scavenging, and I was just picking up random shit, you gave me a glow stick. Now, does it still function? And would I know what that is?
Yeah, I'd say you know what a glow stick was.
Okay. I'm going to try to crack it then and see if it still works.
Yeah. It would be a source of flameless light that would be quite popular for scavengers and such. So I would say it's not entirely unheard of for glow sticks to be found and still be, at least a little bit active. So you take your glow stick and you crack it in half, and slowly this almost familiar in color, like off-green glow that pervades so much of the wasteland begins to slowly spread. No radiation coming from it, just that green glow.
I'm going to drop it down the hole and see how far down I can see it go.
Okay.
And goodbye, glow stick. I held on to it for so long. Like, I have so many random things. You never know what I can throw at a mayor. Fuck the system.
As you drop the glow stick down into the hole, you're pretty surprised to see it hit the bottom relatively quickly. It looks like it might only be about maybe like 12 feet deep.
I feel good climbing into it then.
Absolutely.
There was a part of me that was about to go, like, have one of those cave diver spelunking deaths, but now I'm not. I'm less worried about that.
Okay.
Even in a fictional setting, that gives me anxiety.
Connor, you said you wanted me to roll a what now?
A smarts roll, please.
Okay, cool. 11.
11.
Nice.
On Gateway. Yeah, your initial assumption about the life cycle of cicadas is correct. Usually, cicadas periodically molt about 5 times, and they can live anywhere from 13 to 17 years.
Oh no!
And then once they reach adulthood, they can live anywhere from 2 to 5 years.
Feels about right. Am I right, fellow humans?
You also remember that old Cletus did mention that there are 2 different varieties of cicadas. There's the annual cicadas, and then there's I think it's the 17-year cicadas?
Yeah. One's every, 3 years, I think, and then the other's every 17.
Mm-hmm.
Bugpocalypse.
There are some instances in history that you're aware of, especially growing up around the Midwest, back before the war that you can remember, where occasionally both sets of cicadas will emerge at once.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just cacophonous.
Yeah. I remember.
The sound that they make is burned into your memory. That
thing that sounds like an electrical line went down.
Indeed.
As you're explaining that, Apex is climbing into a hole.
You see Apex beginning to climb down into one of these holes to retrieve his glow stick. Is there anything in particular you're wanting to learn about the inside of this little burrow?
Yeah, honestly, I want to know if it is just a single burrow, like the creature dug its way in here, or its egg was laid down here and it just kind of grew out of here, or if there is any form of tunneling or anything. I'm learning whatever I can about these creatures and their habits.
Yeah,
So-
you can make me a wits or a smarts of your choice to determine that.
Definitely going with wits, because those are definitely higher. 8.
8, fair enough.
Glad these ain't combat rolls.
From what you can tell, it looks like these might have been burrowed in from the surface. It doesn't seem to you that they came up from underground and then burrowed out. It seems like something from the surface came down into this.
My theories about a coordinated attack are beginning to fall apart.
Hmm?
If these things just rose and flew towards the nearest source of food, that's possible. Their coordinated exit still leaves many questions.
Oh,
I say as
that-
I'm kind of crawling out of the hole with a slowly decaying glow stick.
Well, actually, it's very common for them all to rise at once.
Yes. And I imagine they'd look for food in the closest location. But the way they all flew off together is the strange part. Is that normal for them?
All I remember is just chaos of them. That sound they make, and they're just being everywhere. It was rare for there to be this many of them, but it did happen sometimes. Seems like it's just unfortunate timing for our side. And while Cynthia is talking to him, she's going to be paying attention. Is he, in any way, shape, or form, irradiated, interacting with the shells? Did that like burn his skin or anything?
I'm
Or is
still
it
under
just-
the. I am still under the effects of a dose of Radex, so I might not be a good example of it.
That's true.
It's probably close to wearing off at this point, but from what you can tell, without a Geiger counter, it would be basically impossible for you, especially seeing as how you're essentially immune to radiation.
Right.
But Apex, you do not feel anything different when you enter this hole.
I do not feel irradiated.
I knew someone was going to say it. I'll never escape it. The trauma. Alright, well, the only other thing I can think of... She's going to be scanning the horizon to see where the other bugs, the hundreds of them, may have gone. Because we only had a total of like 20 of them, right? Maybe?
Yeah. A lot of them just kind of flew off. If I recall correctly, on the map, we're... where was it? Like here-ish?
Yes, that is correct, yeah.
And they flew off like this way.
Okay.
Like northwest, I think you said?
Yeah, they flew northwest-ish, yes. That is correct.
Connor, could I see the world map?
Absolutely. Let me...
Whoa. Is that the sound of the world map?
That's the sound of
Pip-Boy?
cicadas.
Yep.
That's the sound of the cicada. Okay, so they were headed towards Collinsville then?
No, not quite. It seemed more like directly north than like way, way far to the west.
So northwest.
Correct.
Like here-ish.
yeah,
kind of
more
up in,
more
like, this
north than
direction-ish.
west. Yeah, about there.
Someone's highlighting so many things.
I'm just pinging.
No. Oh, is that me?
No,
Oh, that's me. Never mind. Okay. So we don't know. Wait, so we have no. If we're seemingly the most viable option for food, then what would be north?
I don't know. I've never been out here.
Should we send scouts up that way? It could be that there's a bigger settlement up north that's getting wrecked right now.
Or if there is something controlling them, maybe a signal or something that drives them.
If
Pheromones
it's
or-
that. Or maybe there's even more of them up that way. It's hard to say. Well,
I'm still not ruling out aliens.
well, considering I'm a robot from, 200 years ago, I can't say that it's out of the options.
Thank you. What are Zool and Cairn
Picking up.
doing in this hunt?
They seem to be sort of silently communicating with each other via gestures and subtle clicks and head tilts and movements. They've sort of been examining these shells as well. They've plucked them off. They've destroyed some of them in the interest of just learning more about them. This pretty similar to
Doing kinda
yourself.
the same thing I was
Yeah,
doing.
yeah, honestly. Except way less like strategic and more just like just crush them. But they do seem to be analyzing the situation as best as they can.
What do your senses pick up? They're keener than mine.
They sort of chirp and chitter to themselves before turning towards you in unison.
These creatures, the flying ones, there's more. I smell something different here as well. Faint, but yes, a trail.
And I kind of
Following
point
up.
like vaguely northwest.
Zool sort of gets on all fours and begins to head tilted towards the sky, just continue to in short controlled bursts of movement just follow some sort of smell. They go further in.
I follow.
As far as you go, you see more of these emptied shells. And I would like for both of you to make me wits rolls at this point.
Booyaka. 13 that time. There we go.
11.
Nice. We're both good at this.
Heck yeah.
All right. 13 and 11. Excellent. Excellent. As you're both continuing to follow this line, this trail, that the death claws have sort of begun to follow, they both stop suddenly as they look off into the distance.
I
You
look off towards where they're looking.
You both
Yeah, same.
see coming from a few of the holes, not very uniform, but very excuse me, goodness. Sort of peppered and scattered throughout, not in any sort of uniform pattern, but just every once in a while. There'll be a faint glow coming from the holes.
Oh. What kind of glow?
Faint.
A familiar-looking
Okay.
glow.
I'm going to creep over to one of these subtly glowing holes.
You
Somewhere in the
begin
distance, Louise's little
will
pit
I?
boy goes off.
You begin
Aye,
to creep
natural.
over. You feel thankful that you've still got that iodine pill in your system, as you feel that sort of tingling sensation begin to envelop you as you've become quite familiar in your growing up in the wasteland with the sensation of being near radiation.
Oh no.
I put on welding goggles as I look into the hole, knowing that you're not supposed to look directly at the glowing rocks.
All right, you go to one of the holes and you look down into it.
Yeah.
Cynthia will do the same.
As you
Being
look down,
careful if it is super bright.
you look down into one of the holes, and the sight is definitely a shocking one. You see quite clearly one of these cicadas in the hole, dead.
What?
There are
Wait.
strangely and decidedly non-insectoid growths jutting out from different parts of its carapace.
Karen. I need your help. Your arm is longer than mine.
Cairn stomps over to the hole and he takes a sniff and he cringes in protest.
Howell.
I know. Could you pull it out for me?
He reaches his longer arm down into the hole and with surprising dexterity lifts the carcass of the cicada out and with a thump sets it on the floor. You see bits of something sort of shed from the outside as it sort of hits the ground with a thump. Sort of a fleshy, gooey mass that begins to pool underneath it.
Ugh.
It reeks, first of all.
Kind of a necrotic reek, or
It's yeah. You'd be quite familiar with the stench of decay and death as well. It's not something. Go ahead and make a. Go ahead and make a. I guess wits again. Yeah, wits.
Sure.
And I'll be
I
examining
am a sommelier of death. That is a 13.
With your acute sense of smell, you are able to quite clearly pick out the stench of decay. However, as you've only really been exposed to sort of aged insectoid corpses a few times, you're quite familiar with the scent of human decay. And you're getting both of those scents.
This thing's a mutant.
Wait.
It smells. This isn't just carapace rot. This is flesh. Maybe even
So,
humanoid.
wait. Cynthia's gonna medically inspect this thing.
Sure. Go ahead and make a smarts roll.
Please let me be smart, doctor. Hooray,
Doc-
10!
That's a 10.
Doctor Lady.
What are you trying to decipher from this corpse?
So, if there is a human smell in the decay as well, what are the protrusions? What, basically, how did this come to happen? How did it die? What killed it? Why is there a human smell? Yeah.
With a major
anything that would help me understand.
With a major success, you begin to analyze the carcass of this creature, and as you're beginning to look over it, it sort of unsettles you just how similar some of its anatomy is. Being quite familiar with the human anatomy yourself as a nurse, you see quite clearly like muscle fibers and even hair coming out from some parts of its carapace. You see things that an insect rightly should not have. You determine rather quickly that this thing was probably far too mutated, far too unstable genetically, and it just died of quote-unquote natural causes before it could even really fully emerge.
Big brother?
But how did it come to be that way?
That's the million-dollar question.
That you are uncertain of. Even with a 10, it is simply unheard of.
This is wrong.
I don't understand how this is happening. It died just because its genetics couldn't keep it growing underground. I mean, cicadas, they come out of the ground as babies, but they still grow underneath the earth. And this is... Yeah, I don't know how this happened.
We need to bring this back to Bach. He knows more about radiation and its effects.
Yeah. Looking around, how many of these glowing, non-fully formed cicadas are there?
You go over to different sort of these glowing holes. You begin to sort of unearth them. Some of them didn't even have the strength to dig themselves out. They're still just buried in the shine from the radiation, as this sort of radioactive, fleshy slurry sort of fills these dirt mounds. There appear to be more than a few that simply just didn't survive.
Yeah, I think we need to bring back at least one or two of the ones that are more fully formed, but maybe we bring Bach up here or something.
I'm going to take my pre-war clothes and just kind of wrap the husk of this thing in it so that we have like a means to drag it as opposed to having to carry it.
Fair enough.
Could we also potentially take one of the pre-existing shells and put this thing inside of it? One of the bigger ones.
They might be a little too brittle, but maybe.
It could provide some protective measure to the carcass.
Just so
And
that
there's
your
certainly
clothes
enough of
don't get
them.
irradiated.
Apex has very little care about that, but he appreciates your thought.
Yeah, like cracking some of the shells maybe in half and then making it kind of a bowl that
Like
we can put
like a sled or something.
Yeah.
Some
and
of them from the back, you notice, already have a sort of like slit in the back where you suppose that the fully grown cicadas must have emerged from their initial molts anyway.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll try and make it so that, his clothes don't get completely irradiated from the slurry of these corpses. And go from there. Ugh.
All right. Do you head back to the Emerald Acropolis with the knowledge that you've gained?
With this amount of knowledge that we have right now, until we know more, I mean, we're like, it's still night. We still haven't slept. Well,
What?
Cynthia doesn't have to, but at some point Apex will have to.
I thought we woke up in the morning and did that, or did we immediately go out?
I'm pretty sure we went
spaced.
out immediately because the death claws started going. It's like, well, I'm going. I guess we'll head
Yeah,
out.
that sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like they wanted to make sure that everything was like well and truly like over for the night before anybody went back to sleep.
And
That
it
makes
looks
sense.
like it's basically over, but this feels like something that can raise enough questions that in the morning we can continue the hunt.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'd inform Karen and Zool. We should take this back to the Acropolis. You can keep hunting out here if you wish, but I'm going to head back.
We are too far as it is. We will go back with you.
Cairn sort of looking off into the distance, Bill just scanning the horizon.
Cynthia will also look off in the horizon, seeing if there's anything to be seen.
Make a wits roll.
What do
Oh,
your
I don't like that.
What do your robot eyes see?
A 13.
Mm.
They're pretty good. They're pretty sharp.
You got that infrared spectrum.
Yeah, right? Right, Connor?
Even with your enhanced optics, you stare off into the distance, and it's at night. It's quite dark. And though your eyes are augmented, you still can't quite well see in the dark. But you do see something.
What?
Something large, far off into the distance. A cloud of blackness moving further north. You just barely managed to catch it moving.
Okay.
Something large.
Apex looks concerned.
Is that what I think it is? Do you see it as well?
Cairn sort of peels its teeth.
It's
What is it?
fleeing.
How far? How
Fleeing?
fast?
Apex, you look and you can't even see it.
I know. That's why I'm
Like-
asking.
Gone.
And what specific direction is it moving?
North.
Ping on the world map. Pure north?
Pure north.
Okay. Well, it's bad news for who's up north, but we don't have the manpower or the supplies to go that direction yet.
You can see there's a part of Apex that really wants to like just kind of start booking it and running, but he's also tired. Eepy.
Apex, there's no way. It'd be based on what the little bit that I just saw, it could be thousands.
I walk over to a nearby tree, just kind of like looking around the area, take my Deathclaw gauntlet, and make a big mark pointing in that direction.
You
Just
rake
so
across the desiccated bark towards
Yeah,
the direction north.
Just so I have a trail marker for the morning. Fine. And I start dragging the desiccated corpse.
With knowledge in
And-
tow and...
Wait, one more thing.
Okay.
I want to inspect the trees that are now raisins.
Of course, yes. Yeah, without even really needing to make a roll, you can quite clearly see something essential has been siphoned from these trees, which you assumed were dead, probably, and likely are. Yet these shriveled, gnarled masses seem even more desiccated than the trees you would see like further in the wasteland. Going up to the one, or some of the ones that Apex and the Deathclaws had pried away from the trees, you can quite clearly see a perfectly circular bore right where their like mandibles would be.
That might actually be useful for us down the road. Let's not worry about it for now, though. Let's make it back to town.
Apex nods and continues to drag the mutated bug corpse.
With
I'm doing my
newfound
best to like leave the biggest like groove and trail possible to make it like easy to follow as possible in the morning.
Fair enough. You just dragging it behind into the dirt disturbs enough of the like freshly tilled soil that it is quite easy to leave just like a dirt line all the way leading back. And with your knowledge in hand, and with the sensation that maybe there's even more further north, you double back and ready yourselves to share with the others. And speaking of the others, Alvin and Louise and Theo,
Yes.
what would y'all be doing?
I imagine we're just kind of waiting and relaxing, trying to get whatever time to ourselves as we can.
I mean, helping out, I suppose, if there's helping out to be had.
Rousing game of pinochle.
I don't think there's time right now to talk to Bach, because he's probably knee-deep in shit.
If there,
That makes sense.
if there is help to be had, I'll go ahead and lend it out. The last thing I did was I talked to Jed about a couple of things regarding perhaps Greystone. So I would probably be leaving wherever we were convened at.
Ooh, actually, yeah. Well, he does that, because I have a feeling Alvin will forget it because he's got some kind of complex going on with Jet and Prudence. I don't know what it is. But, I would... You know what you are, Urshan. You know what you are. But since he's a bit ratted up more than he should be, Louise will... do I need to roll, or can I find, like, someone... They said... Because I recall someone saying I'd have to trade, maybe, for some rat away. Since they don't exactly sell it, but someone might have some to trade. God?
Connor, come back.
Oh, Connor?
You dealing
Connie,
with a
I'm my
puppy?
only hope, dude.
Did we lose him?
We can't do this without you, Connor.
Quite literally, he's the host.
Yeah, literally, we
Feeling-
can't do this.
I was dealing with some poopies that were barking at
Oh,
something.
poopy dogs.
Oh, okay.
Called it.
Poopy doopers.
Yes. My boys were barking at someone.
Oh.
My boy.
Right. What was your question?
I recall, I forget who it was that said it, but they don't really sell rat away, but someone might have something to trade. Can I find, how would I find someone
think-
doing that?
I think you mentioned there was a clinic.
Yeah, there are places in the Grand Square. I'll take us back to the Acropolis. There are places in the Grand Square that you know that do sell like radiation resistant like chems and like armor that is especially fitted to be radiation resistant. But this late at night, you probably wouldn't be able to find anything open.
Wouldn't everybody kind of be out and about anyway because of the recent attack?
There are some people that are like restless and can't really sleep. You see some people that are tending to the damage of their stalls or like picking up their destroyed goods.
Could I roll scavenger to find someone who might have some?
Absolutely. Go for it.
Just a pitch. What are you doing?
A little bit of radiation, a little bit of radiation treatment, you know, as a treatment.
12!
Woo. Absolutely, yeah. Funnily enough, you see a what you would know as a glowing one. Sort of like manning his supply, like checking over his inventory.
Okay, let's see. I've got this. This is here, and oh, hey, howdy, Smooth Skin. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Well, Louise just laughs. I've heard it so many, don't even worry about it. You're all okay here?
Yeah, it seems like to the best of my assumption, everything is over.
Is his stall really fucked, or is there something she can sort of help out with?
It seems like he's more just taking inventory, making sure everything is still there. It doesn't seem like his stall was particularly was particularly damaged or anything. He's more just checking everything.
Well, look, I hate to bother you when you're trying to get yourself settled and whatnot, but she gestures in a meaningless direction. I got a friend who is not acquainted well with rads the way you might be, and I didn't know if maybe you had some rad away we could trade for.
Well, yeah, I guess. Let's see here.
You were looking for rad away?
Or whatever gets the rad away.
Yes, that is. There you go. That's how you remember.
Good catch line.
That must have been a tagline.
It's so
How do we get
clever.
people-
It's so easy to remember.
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead.
Rad X doesn't allow the radiation in, and rad away gets it away.
Yeah, it depends on how much you need.
Let's start with how much you got. I mean, gestures to herself. As a smooth skin, I would not ever say no to as much rat away as I could get.
That's fair enough. I happen to be flush with doses right now, actually. Not many people here need it except for the white razors.
Oh shit, how much you got?
I've got about 5 doses here.
5 doses, alright.
And I'm selling at a premium.
Eyeballs and narrows eyes.
Physically do not need this.
I bring the savings to you, Smooth Skin.
Well, how much you asking for each one then?
Now, a normal ghoul would sell these to you for about 80 caps. For myself, I'm willing to give them away for 60 a pop.
Everything's good at irradiated Aldi's.
You offer credit. Can I BNPL?
No, it's okay. It's okay. I can make this work. Let me think here in my inventory. Well, I'm a little low on caps. Do you mind trading for a little bit?
I could be tempted.
Alright, let me see what I got here. Going through my inventory. Okay, Okay, I remember the microfusion cells are for the laser pistol. And I've got... Let's say I will put down... Probably should write this down for the sake of my own. Let's see, so let's see what I can spare here. Okay. And I can part with a microfusion cell or two. Probably. I think that's doable. Because Radaway's nice stuff. Connor, remind me, what are the electron packs, charge packs for?
Electron charge packs. You know that they work similarly. They are essentially another type of ammunition for energy weapons, like plasma rifles, the best weapon in the game.
Damn it, Connor.
Part with one of those.
Still salty.
Why's everyone giggling? What I missed?
It's an inside joke.
Oh, good. I didn't
Yeah.
know fair.
Yeah, like
But
plasma
I'm
weapons.
outside.
Yeah.
The best weapon in the game.
You had to be
I
there.
don't like being outside. Watching, smushing my face against the glass as everyone else has fun with around the Christmas tree.
You would know that
Jabbering in the back.
God.
electron charge packs are a different type of ammunition for energy weapons. They're more suited towards rather than just like large bursts of fire, like laser rifles and stuff. These are more like rapid fire, like Gatling lasers or Tesla coils.
Wait, do these work with the laser pistols?
No, they would not.
Oh, okay. Let's see. What else can I spare? Let's do...
Funnily enough, looking between the two, the microfusion cells are yellow and the electron charge packs are red. The electron charge pack says, may explode if exposed to fire. The microfusion cell says, will explode if exposed to fire.
Jesus Christ.
I'm glad there's a guarantee. You gotta know your market.
Get your money's worth out of that one.
Manufacturer.
Okay.
That has roleplay utility.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will put down...
Pyromaster's last resort.
I'll put down 10... I should have marked this in my inventory too, I keep forgetting. I'll put down 10 10-millimeter rounds, 1 microfusion cell, 1 electron charge pack, a mute fruit, 5 shotgun buckshot, and half a bottle of whiskey, and ask him, how many Rataways will that get me?
Okay, give me 1 sec. You're going to have to run that back to me real quick.
I put it in the chat. I had
Oh,
a feeling.
great.
Boop.
Good instincts.
Let's see. Nope. Okay, you got... So the microfusion is worth 3.
3 caps or 3 rat
3
X's?
caps. What do you mean?
I mean, it gives you shots. It's ammo. It's really good.
But this guy isn't a gun seller.
The electron charge pack is worth 2 caps.
Good God. For the best weapon in the game.
Yeah, can you...
Oh God,
you
now
give
it's
a bonus
spreading.
For that?
Yeah, for the best weapon in the game.
Hey, you know what? You're so right. It's worth 4 now.
Oh, that's
You're
so
so
much
right.
better. Wow, you're so generous. Please don't punish me.
Hey, it's 4 each. It's not my fault you're giving him 1.
Just,
For a
All right.
pop.
I want to save him for getting the best weapon in the game, potentially, and then Cynthia will steal it.
Damn right.
She takes the best guns.
Mute fruit is actually he is way more interested in. He's willing to give you 10 caps for the mute fruit.
Oh, okay.
So you're up to 16 caps so far.
I can't even get. Are you saying I can't even get one rat away? Not even one?
10 milliliter rounds is 20 caps, so that's 36 so far. Buckshot.
We're getting there.
Shoost gun. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Shoost gun, you getting him 5. That'll be another 15 on top of that. So we're at 41, 51.
I'm gonna be so mad if everything I've given doesn't even account for one rat away.
I mean, people are still making ammo and such in the Wasteland. I don't think many people are able to make Rataway still.
It's principle of the matter.
You know what? Fair. Why am I arguing against you?
And half a bottle of whiskey, 5 caps.
What am I at?
Now remember, we're talking store credit here. We're not talking straight caps.
Half a bottle of whiskey is 5 credits. I mean, that makes sense. It's the best spirit in the game.
It's true. Triple
Andy,
distilled.
For your pleasure.
Yes.
You're at, I think you're at 56 caps?
Okay.
And he looks at all of this stuff. Okay, yeah.
I'll add a box of mac and cheese.
Now we're talking.
If he
Apex-
likes the mute fruit,
Ooh,
he will
Blanco.
like, I assume, the mac and cheese.
The Apex
The
beef
best food
somewhere.
in the game.
Blamco. I love this stuff. Before I got shriveled.
It's the blammiest.
I'll give you 15 caps for the Blamco.
All right, then I will take me a rat away, and I guess whatever the caps are left.
Given that that would put you at 60 put you at 61. Yes, you've got 1 cap left over.
Yay! I got an extra cap. Here's your penny.
There you go.
Your change.
Joy. I got a hey penny. All right. Can I make note of his stall since he's still got because I know Apex has way more money. I'll just make a note of his stall where it is and be like, well, unfortunately, I got a friend who has a little bit more to him when it comes to caps, so might send him your way for the rest of those rataways.
Oh yeah, sure thing. Send him to
Alright,
Cracklin' Kim's.
Crackling Kim's, gotcha. Thank you kindly.
Oh yeah.
Go away with my pride intact.
I'm drinking the rest of this.
Come on down to irradiated Aldi's.
He grabs the whiskey and the mac and cheese and says,
It's girl meal time.
I'm sorry, that is boy meal. That's absolutely boy. That's absolutely boy dinner.
Boy dinner.
Are you kidding me? I used to eat that stuff so... Did you ever, make it with, don't measure the butter, just do what seems appropriate, but always do a little extra milk so it's a little bit more cheesy?
I never follow the box instructions.
just go with your heart.
Just
go.
go.
Follow your
Just like
dreams.
give you a monkey of honey mustard.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, the monkey is honey
It's back.
mustard.
By the way, I looked this up. The monkey is actually a measurement of how you store cannonballs. So I'm guessing the bowl is the size of a cannonball.
I'm gonna go with
Cannonball
yes because I
sized
want that to
amount.
be a thing.
Now I want mac and cheese.
Hold on.
Big
Yeah.
ditto.
Look up
But don't be
look up brass monkey.
Velveeta never did
shit.
it for me. It's
That
too
funky monkey?
plastically.
Now I want
Brass
to
monkey.
Why are they measuring honey mustard in cannonball sizes?
You've,
well, anyway,
you've
never
got
mind.
yourself a
Alright.
dose of Rataway now.
All right, I will head on back to where I think Alvin is. See, meanwhile, Alvin.
Yes, Alvin would be. You'd be in the White Razor camps. You'd be helping to get things back together. There are a couple of. I think you did this last time. Actually, you found a couple of like knocked over huts and tents, and you managed to get them back up and in working order.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's without even really needing to roll anything. You managed to help out around the White Razor camps, and you're approached by Jet once again.
Oh. Howdy, Jet. What's going on?
Yeah, well, I couldn't help but notice that you're still here.
Well, yeah, shit needs fixed up.
You know you don't owe these people anything, right?
I don't owe these people anything. That's true. But I do want to help out still. If you see somebody that needs help, you want to help them out, don't you?
Fuck no. You've been gone for longer than you might realize, Alvin Bronson. But your memories of the things that we had to do to survive, to get by, I don't know if you just forgot all of that, but we're not good people. At least we weren't. Still not. I ain't sure if we'll ever be good people. But we were bad people.
Damn right we were bad people. But that's no reason to not go ahead and give it a swing, right? Person you were yesterday ain't the person you are now.
Yeah, if that ain't the truth.
That it is.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay. You're really just dead set on this, aren't you?
You know me. Wants to get my heels in.
You really think that there might be something left in Greystone?
With my whole heart. Our parents were damn good at hiding shit. Yours and mine.
Well, once you find that little girlfriend of yours again, you send her my way. I'll point out where it was.
All right. Thank you, Jet.
I'm not expecting anything. We just need to get prepared as best as we can for whatever may come next. Whatever is beneath us in that fucking vault. Whatever Johan has learned, whatever the future holds. Just could you do your friends a favor and don't get killed again, or don't get knocked out and lose your memory again?
He goes ahead and just puts his fist over his heart. I promise. Ain't nothing gonna break me.
Because if it does happen, I'm going to find you again, and I'm going to turn you back into a murderer.
Oh, I'm sure.
Could Louise
I
sort
will
of be
pump you
watching
with
this
every cam I
askance?
have on me and see what happens.
I'm so sorry. Could Louise sort of be watching askance from behind a building and just sort of snort to herself but keep quiet so they can finish?
Of course.
I
Hey, don't worry. You can go ahead and take day by day notes. He holds up his notepad and his pencil.
Oh yeah.
Sharpen.
You're gonna be a little murderous guinea pig. You might end up turning into one of them Cerberuses. What they call them?
Oh,
Centaurs.
Oh, I saw one of them. Yeah, I saw one. That shit scares the hell out of me.
Shit, where'd you see a centaur?
I saw it at the Fabulous Fox. It was on the stage like it was the star player. Can you believe that shit?
The star of the show. What, you heckle it?
Oh, damn. He holds up his fist. Damn right I heckled the hell out of the damn thing.
God damn.
Oh, shit.
I wish it could have been more like this.
I wish so, too.
Well, can't rightly go and change the past now, can we? If it could, probably could have stopped the war before it happened. You know, going back to ripping out each other's throats the polite way.
What was that term that your mama knew? Beer something? Bureaucracy? Bureau something?
Ah, who gives a shit?
Dang it. You ever like if the bombs never fell, what the hell you think you'd be pretty good at?
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, you have a damn good head for chemistry. I could definitely see you in a lab coat for sure.
I'm sure they had drug dealers before the war.
I can only imagine. Oh hell, you could go ahead and drive the sickest. Oh man, you could drive one of those like sports model Corvegas with the fins on the back.
Ooh.
Oh damn. Oh man. Everything else looking pretty good on your angle though?
Other than the few people we got missing, few people we had to bury or watch get eaten, I guess. You know, I'm still not sure how I feel about all that. I mean, on one hand, I get it. You know, you gotta do what you can, get every little bit of food inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the mutants, they view it as some sort of like sacred right. You know, passing the power of the flesh on to the next generation. But I don't know, cannibalism.
Yeah, I've always been kind of squicked out by that too.
I know it's rich, coming from a raider, but it just don't sit right. Then again, I ain't no mutant, but...
Oh, hell. I mean, raider aside, like, hell, we all have standards. We all have things we're good with and things we ain't good with. I get that. But if that's their way, I mean... I wouldn't, you know? I would.
Shit, they got us building the wall around them. Figure we might as well be on the other side of that, and I can't really rightly complain too much after that.
Mm-hmm. If there is supplies and whatnot that you're in real need of, he'll hand Jet his notepad and his pencil. Can you think of anything off the rip that you might really need?
You might want to go ahead and talk to Abraham about all that. Me, that ain't my purview. My sole focus is defense and training these people how to defend themselves.
I get that. How's that been going on with the trains and whatnot?
I mean, I thought we did pretty good tonight.
I thought so too.
You know, these are passive or not, these are all still trained killers.
Mm-hmm. Oh! He snaps his finger. Speaking of which, back over at the motorsports park. Hold on, I'm trying to find his name. Rebound's still over there. Did you want me to go ahead and send him toward y'all, or if I can find my way out there, or you got a message you want to send on to him?
Shit. He's the only one who was over there?
That was the only one. He seems strung and scared out of his mind considering what all happened. We got him fixed up. He's doing well for himself now. I told him to lay low.
Yeah, well, if you do see him... Yeah. Send him our way.
Hey, can do. Can do. All right. I think I've pressed my muscles up as much as I can. I'll do some light work, make my way back over to, my camp and whatnot. But if there's anything else you need, you know where to find me at.
Mm-hmm.
No
I'm just gonna
trouble.
keep the torches burning bright and, you know, have some patrols going. Extra ones, just in case. But I think we'll be fine for right now. Y'all
All
just
right, can do.
Y'all just focus on, you know, solving whatever this is.
Don't worry, I'll make that our top priority. And I'll send Louise over your way too. Once I get eyes on her.
Yeah, all right.
All right, no
So
trouble.
make sure she catches me before I go to bed, otherwise she's gonna have to wait.
No trouble. I'll go ahead and make that the first thing then. I'll see you around, Jet.
All right.
All right. I will part ways and make my way down the path.
Kind of as he goes past me, step out of the darkness. Heyo.
Jesus
Oh,
fucking Christ.
holy shit! Damn.
Oh
Okay.
shit, Jet, you're here too. Oh, I didn't even realize. Yeah. Crins. Crins like an asswipe.
Damn, you're creepy.
Oh my god. That works. Yes.
Oh my gosh, she slinks around like some kind of devil in the darkness. It is crazy cool to watch.
The apex appears from the shadow.
Oh god!
Shrugs.
Nah.
I said slinks around the shadows. You are the shadows.
Shrugs. Scavenger. What are you gonna do? Yeah, anyway, first up, Alvin. She pulls out the rat away, toss it to him. There you go.
Shit. Thanks. I appreciate it. Alrighty. I'll get to applying this once I get back to camp. Oh, Louise. He snapped his fingers. Okay, I gotta talk to Abraham and then you. Alright. Louise, Jet wanted to talk to you about something real quick. And, I'm gonna go ahead and be talking to Abraham real quick, and then I'm gonna make my way back to the camp. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to y'all about something, alright?
Oh, yeah, you go do what you gotta do.
Alright, you take her easy. As I go ahead and just go on a double jog down to find out wherever the heck Abraham might be. I'm looking for a man who's big. Sounds like he wears a toga.
Scratch his head as he goes.
There's no
Ah,
shortage
busy,
of
busy
big
bee.
men here, but before we get to that, we're gonna go over to Theo. Theo, you'd just be relaxing somewhere, correct?
Theo,
Is
after...
Theo vibing again?
No. Theo, after kind of helping heal who he could, kind of giving triage, he would find a local watering hole, maybe kind of sitting outside, drinking some beer and smoking a cigarette, just kind of toying with a spent rifle casing in his hands and just thinking to himself for the most part.
Yeah, the in this emergency situation, the Borrow Pit, the local watering hole, has sort of reopened for people who are wanting to unwind from the night's events. You're sitting in this sort of dark, smoky abode that's been fashioned into a makeshift bar.
And at this point, I think Theo as well would kind of be sitting next to a window, very, very obvious to be seen in case the other two do want to see him. But he is going to be more openly wearing the Brotherhood of Steel regalia, not really hiding it as much as he was.
As you're sitting there with the Brotherhood of Steel logo, the cog and the sword and the wings, fully on display on your armor, a figure walks in that draws a little bit of attention from the other members as the sort of silvery-skinned ghoul Bach enters in. He sits down at your table, Theo, and throws his hand up to get the bartender's attention.
Give me a whiskey. Neat.
Theo
And,
will...
Whatever my friend here is having, give him a refill on that.
Theo will nod, kind of pointing towards his bourbon with a single ice cube in it.
Oh, shit. Rare commodity.
Thought I'd pay the expense after everything that happened.
Yeah,
He'll take
yeah.
out a cigarette and offer it to Bach.
That stuff will kill you.
He'll look at him like, really?
No.
He'll
I'm
nod
fine.
and he'll put it back in the pack. I imagine there's a lot on your mind.
Imagine there's a lot on yours.
Damn right.
Yeah, we've,
He just shakes his head.
never really had to deal with anything like this before.
I can't say that I could have pictured something like this happening, but I was concerned what would happen once something threatened your safety, challenged your power, as it were. That being said, Emerald Acropolis has weathered it pretty well. Seen communities even larger than this fold over emergencies like what just happened. Y'all didn't. And that's commendable, but still leaves me with a good bit of concern if something larger, something a bit more staying, pressed down on the Acropolis.
Yeah,
Not sure how y'all would weather it.
we're gonna have to figure out something about that.
You talked to y'all
the,
lately?
Well, other than a little bit after the meeting tonight.
Look, has he
Yeah.
got someone he trusts like more than others?
Trust you lot.
I mean more than us. Like a second in command?
I guess
I
that
imagine that might be you.
would either be me or God at this point. God is, well, he's a bit of an oddball. He's got a lot of hard stances on some things, but
Yeah.
I think he's
Reminds me of-
ultimately well-meaning.
Reminds me of sometimes the worst parts of me, to be honest, but still, considering I'd imagine how close you and Johan are, if you have the time, you really got to be there for him. Something's got him shook up more than normal, and I don't know how much he tells you, but he needs another ear other than just us.
He nods at that.
Admittedly, it's been a long time since we've really seen each other. We were practically boys when we were separated.
I suppose I
Accident.
somewhat understand that.
Yeah. The accident that cost us our mother. It, you know, I don't think it was what anyone was expecting, but...
Well, what, if you don't mind me asking, who was your mother? What was she like?
From what I know, from what they told me, my mother and my father were both scientists from this way, way far away scientific community, and the only thing they cared about was the advancement of science and rebuilding society or something. They had some pretty loose morals, and so I guess something spooked them and they ended up leaving. And a few things happened between then and there, and here we are.
Please do correct me if I'm wrong. Does that mean you and Johan were experiments?
He, as your drinks arrive, Bach grabs and immediately tilts back and swallows a mouthful of whiskey, sort of mulling over that question.
I think at this point I would hesitate to call us not experiments.
I don't mean to dehumanize you at all. I have a lot of respect for both you and your brother. I just mean to ask,
Yeah, well, I'm not
were
human.
y'all worked on in a vault or something?
I don't know all the details, but it was some sort of sequestered community that had basically full scientific reign. Whether it was a vault, I don't think it was a vault. I think it was something else. They called it the Institute, I think. And,
Theo's eyes will widen. The what?
The Institute. At least that's what I think I remember it being.
He's gonna take a deep breath out, finish his cigarette, kind of a large drag before doing the same motion with his bourbon.
Why does that name mean something to you?
More warnings than anything else, but look, I know what happened between the Brotherhood and the Archers made the Brotherhood look pretty weak, all things considered. But there aren't many groups out there that can really give the Brotherhood that much of a black eye, at least not in full strength. And well, if the intel reports are right, the Institute back in the Commonwealth is one of them.
Commonwealth?
Yeah.
How much do you know about this institute?
Again, only the reports I got back when last time I was at the Brotherhood of Steel compound. Well, it's been a while, admittedly.
Well, I can only tell you what I've heard about it.
Still, I don't mean to pry. I just trying to get my bearings on this situation. It sounds like there's a lot going on that most people don't understand, and just trying to make the whole thing make sense.
Yeah, well, the longer you
Do you
live
know
out in
how-
the waste...
You know how long ago you and your brother, did you escape, or how did y'all get out of there?
No. We were born here in St. Louis.
Wait, is there?
We never saw the Institute. Again, I can only tell you what I've heard.
If they're operating out here. Look, I don't mean to draw suspicions. I'm just. This is way above the intelligence I'm usually given, so apologize if I'm speculating. I'm just trying to theorize, see what sticks.
You're welcome to. I
I may not
imagine
be-
you've got more than a few questions about a lot of
Yeah.
things.
I may not be too much into science when it comes to, well, I suppose mutations and quantum physics and all that, but still studied scientific method. At least I was taught what I could be taught of it. Brother's more the smart one.
You got a brother?
Yeah. He's a scribe back in the Brotherhood compound.
Yeah. What's he like? He, giant green psychic too?
No. Well, I think I got all the good looks and he got the brains.
Shit, I feel
His mom-
sorry for him. If
Well-
you're the good-looking one, then
Yeah.
I'm on to talk.
Thanks, Johan. I didn't. Guess it's been a while since I left. Yeah, his name's Trevor. I miss him quite a bit. My older brother. He's more smart, both in technological things and maybe life things. It's got a skill I certainly don't have, which is knows when to shut the hell up.
Yeah,
But yeah,
most important
he's the-
skill to surviving out here in the wastes is knowing when to pick your battles.
That's true. But and Theo will pull out his like small digital etch-a-sketch thing he has. My older brother, he made this for me. He knows I like drawing plants and stuff like that, but usable paper can be kind of hard to come by, so he made this little doohickey for me to be able to keep drawing what I see. That being said, I understand a healthy amount of mistrust for really anyone outside of the Acropolis. Hell, even for people who haven't necessarily proven themselves to the community here yet. But there's a lot going on that we don't quite know, and it either has answers in that vault we're not supposed to go into, or maybe has answers at the Brotherhood compound. But I don't want to act on that information or tell them what's going on until, or less, I get y'all's blessing. I don't want to put you in a situation that makes things worse. I like what you guys going on here, and I do hope it succeeds. Shit.
Well, I hope you
Wasteland
mean
knows
that.
I tried and failed to do what y'all doing.
Plenty of people tried and failed to do what we're doing. Hell, we could fail. It is not a thought that crossed my mind until tonight. I know for a fact that if you weren't here, you and the runaways, this probably would have been a lot worse. I think you've won a lot of trust here tonight.
And I'm thankful for that, truly. Don't want to go around testing it, of course, but still. The runaways, they care about people. If they see some amount of redeemable effort, they'll try. We'll try. I can't say that for just about any other faction I've seen in the Wasteland,
You
including the
believe in
Brotherhood.
redemption?
I don't know about redemption. I watch a lot of plants, a lot of animals. They don't really seem to care about justice or tit for tat. What I have seen is when something needs to change, it either does or dies, or it moves away. Move, adapt, or die. That's what I see here. Y'all either gonna move away from this, you'll adapt and overcome the challenges that come through, or y'all won't be around anymore. To me, redemption has nothing to do with it.
I was being a bit more specific than that, though.
Oh?
I saw the way you were looking at the maypole. What'd you call them? Razor glow?
Yeah, that's what the locals called him last time I saw him.
Seemed like you had some history there. You need a few more of those to talk about it, or
No,
is it too
it'll
much?
be alright. I'll admit, I think if I'd come here a few weeks prior, I may have pulled that trigger. But traveling with the Runaways, seeing how they do things, learned quite a bit. And I recognized it wasn't so much that I was craving justice, it was the pains of a bruised ego. There this maypole was. Figure that I could solely blame my failures on. But they're just another living thing, like you or me.
He nods and takes another mouthful of whiskey.
Can I ask what happened?
The project, decent ways away from, well, the ruins of the city. Called the Aqueduct. That was the project name anyways. Brotherhood got together a bunch of farmer folk. Learned quite a bit from them. Tried to establish a way of making clean food. Getting clean as we could water to these crops. Really make a stand at making the breadbasket of what was the old world. Brotherhood was resistant to take people who weren't, well, for lack of a better term, smooth skins. But there are a lot of people in Brotherhood that, well, radiation don't change them like they did anyone else. I was proud to stand beside all sorts of folk. Ghouls, super mutants, whatever. But one ghoul farm in particular always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. They weren't feral, nothing like that. Just didn't want nothing to do with the community. They just kept wanting more and more of their land to be, I guess, isolated away. Thought maybe, something happened to them, and now those wounds of the mind are keeping them away from everyone else. But before any of us knew it, we found out they were bringing in ferals, feeding them all sorts of slop. Other farmers' families and random travelers would go missing. Finally found some body parts under that farm. And when few of us went to go investigate, that's when I found the glowing one. Shrines to this razor glow. Must have been dozens. From what I heard, maybe 100 or more. Ferals and zealots alike. Apparently their plan was to take over the whole project. Before I knew it, before I could even scream, Brotherhood came down hard. I don't know who started the fire, but whole settlement went up. A lot of people didn't get out. Wasteland knows I tried. Tried my best to help that community, tried my best to get as many as I could out, but Theo will take off his glove and reveal the heavy burn wounds on his left hand and up the left side of his body. One of the ferals jumped on me while I was trying to get somebody out. Fell pretty hard. Hurt my back, hurt my leg. Couldn't feel much of anything, and then burning piece of debris fell on me. No idea how I got out alive. Next thing I knew, I was in a tent somewhere, getting treated, triage. Brotherhood didn't blame me for what happened. I wasn't the sole one in charge, of course, but well, haven't really stuck around the encampment ever since. Told me I couldn't wear power armor for a time till my wounds healed. But even then, I still don't feel like I earn it. Like I deserve it. Started wandering, helping out where I could. Then let's call him a friend of Apex, the Apex, told me that these folks were doing some good. Other part of the city, or ruins of, told me that I could do some good helping them, so that's how I met the Runaways. But I'll admit, been plenty of nights where I see Razor Glow. Sorry, Maypole. In the ruins of the burning aqueducts.
That's pretty heavy, friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you bought me a bourbon.
Well. I guess that's the price of a sad story nowadays. That story ain't over, though.
No?
No. Now, the Maypole. I don't know if this will bring you any cold comfort or what, but there seems to be a pattern in what you're saying. See, Maypole likes to stay hidden away for the most part. It's partially so that onlookers from far away don't just see a giant mutant and immediately come looking for us, but it's also partially because his presence serves a purpose for the Harbingers. Our water supply and our crops thrive off of the radiation that comes from the Maypole. His glow is what keeps us fed and healthy. There's not really a lot left to salvage in his head. Doesn't talk, rarely ever. But his presence is a comfort to us, and though we don't really have any worshippers around here of anything of that sort, he's helping.
Definitely see that. And I am glad. I'd rather miss a few more nights of sleep biting my teeth than seeing him in my dreams than killing him and y'all suffering. But on top of that, everything you said, everything I've seen, I don't think they acted maliciously, much as my mind wants them to have.
Would you like to see him sometime?
Well, shit, that'll be a bit of an issue considering I'm all out of rat eggs.
No. We can figure something out, I'm sure. I'm sure we can find an old hazmat suit hanging around here. Or we can procure you some Rad-X or something. But if it'll take a load off your mind, it'll be a small measure in a way of thanks for what you've done here for our community.
You know, I might take you up on that, but maybe it might be something I need to go do with you and Johan, considering, you know, his abilities. Might be able to help aid the conversation, if that makes sense.
Maybe.
That being said, you think Johan would be alright with me going to the Brotherhood and telling him what I see? What's happening here? Not in a spy way, just in a how the hell can we help way.
That just depends on if the Brotherhood is willing to help. See, there's a lot of old ghouls in the Harbinger camp. People that remember the Brotherhood of Steel being not quite what you've described here tonight.
Yeah, and
I've heard stories of tin bigots destroying ghoul communities, killing ghouls, calling us abominations. I've heard stories of the tithes and the kidnappings. Young men and boys taken from their families as payment for the security that the Brotherhood of Steel offers. It'll certainly ruffle a few feathers. I'm sure of it. But
after all those stories, I'm certain the Brotherhood has earned that reputation. Shit, I think that's why they keep us locked in the compound as much as they can. Don't let nights go too long outside, because, well, then they learn their history. Brotherhood is supposed to be a group of people. Collect, protect, restore technology. Some Brotherhood chapters, as we like to call them, they use that to oppress. Shit, a lot of them seem to do so. Even here in the, well, the ones local. There are stories, and our members, even in the local group, opposite happens. Technology can be harmful. It can be used to hurt people. But it can also be used to protect. Some people see a gun and they see someone they envy dead at the other end. All they can picture. Other people see a gun and they see Radstag taken down from afar, feeding them and their families. Technology ain't evil. It's how you use it.
that ain't the truth. I think that's part of why my family left the Institute.
Your mama left too?
With my dad, yeah.
You don't mind me asking, what exactly happened to your folks?
It was the accident that triggered Johann's change. My father, from what I gather, used to be something of a biologist. He would study the effects of radiation and other synthetic compounds on flora and fauna of the wasteland, and when he was in the Institute, from what I hear, that sometimes extended to people. They would use FEV. You know what that is? I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
Seeing if they could try and perfect the super mutant. Normally you would have to find somebody with unaltered DNA, someone that you would find in a vault. Those people's DNA has been preserved. They're basically humans from before the war. Pure, unaltered by the airborne FEV particulates and by radiation. From what I gather, a long time ago when the first super mutants came about, the Vault Dwellers had the perfect DNA. The super mutants that would come from them had enhanced strength, enhanced intelligence. They'd be basically normal people, just bigger and greener.
Well, with the one particularly big caveat to that.
My
Can't make
brother
more of
was-
them.
My brother was... I don't know if it was just a twist of fate, or if my father perhaps did something to the embryo or some sort of genetic experiment on him, but there was a spill in one of the canisters that we had procured, or they had procured on their way out, was faulty. Both my mother and my brother were exposed to a large dose of FEV at once. My mother died instantly. My father was irreparably mutated, had his backup plan, his consciousness, uploaded to this big computer. And my brother turned into that. And he sort of gestures with his head back towards the green seat.
Sure, it's old news, but still sorry to hear about your mom. What happened to your dad? He said his consciousness is in a computer now?
Well, from what I hear from you all, he's still kicking.
He'll kind of look puzzled.
That's what I heard from you and the Runaways. My father's Still active.
Sorry, I might be missing that piece of information.
Yeah. My father, Francis Howell.
Oh shit, that's your dad?
Yeah.
Well, what's he think of all this that's happening?
I haven't seen him in years.
Shit, you want to?
When the accident happened, he takes another big gulp of whiskey at that. I like to think I'm a pretty smart guy. I took a lot of my father's research and I struck it on my own to try and make a community for myself and the ghouls, but my dad wrote all those notes. He's a genius. And if you're saying he's still around in some capacity, then he may very well have information that would be crucial to helping us through this crisis.
I think you're right. Well, here's the thing about geniuses. They're only as smart as they can act. Greatest book ever been written in humanity won't do nobody no good if no one ever reads it. Genius needs to be able to practice their work.
From what I remember, my daddy was an altruistic. He, I guess, saw his ways. Started to try to use his gifts for good. I remember there was this... I was real little at the time, but there was this couple that was... apparently they had helped him settle in a long time ago. They were trying for some children. They were having a little bit of trouble, and my dad, being a geneticist, was willing to help him out.
Well, shit, it sounds like a good elite, as good elite as any. If anyone's gonna be able to help piece everything that's happening here together, imagine it would be your daddy. You want me to talk to Runaways about it? The rest of them?
Yeah. I think we could use all the help we get.
I agree. I do like the idea of trying to focus in on him before going to the Brotherhood.
Though I will
There are
say,
people... Oh, go ahead.
I think if you're planning on going to the Brotherhood, it's probably gonna conflict with my father's whole thing.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, for what it's worth, I do think that... Yeah, I don't know. There are people in the Brotherhood I trust, but... Yeah, I need to talk to the rest of the Runaways. Figure out what's going on. What's next. I appreciate the bourbon, man. Even more so the conversation. Your hospitality has been some of the greatest I've ever experienced.
You know, we as a group, referring to ghouls, we haven't really faced a lot of kindness in our lives after the change. But this place seems to draw out the best in people. Draw out the best people. I don't really have a lot of smooth skins I can say I'm glad to have met. But I think you and the Runaways are among those.
are kind words, but wait, people. Shit, maybe that's it.
Huh?
The issues you have been having with the crops and people who are smooth skins, as it were. What if this is like nature? What if y'all started moving around camps? Radiation starts picking things, starts moving around the soil so it doesn't get too saturated with radiation. Maybe you can spread it out. Let nature heal itself as time goes on. That way the radiation doesn't permeate one area and get everyone sick. Sort of like you would crop rotations.
Crop rotations.
He sort of
Yeah,
strokes his chin for a moment.
I guess
If
that
you
would be
think
worth
about it.
talking with Orchid about.
Exactly. Shit, I recognize it's low priority, all things considered, but maybe you and Orchid could think of something. You're a biologist, right? If the soil is changed, there's more opportunity for growth. It's not just permeated in the same rotation or poison water or what have you.
Yeah. Apparently Orchid, she came from a group of people that was working on, sounds like it's similar to what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anyone would know about this, it would be her. Yeah, I think it would be worth looking into.
I'll tell you what. I'll go talk to the runaways. You go talk to Orchid on my behalf?
Sure.
Thanks again, Bach. I really do appreciate it.
For the sake of brevity, since I intend to deliver this to Bach, can I come walking in dragging this corpse behind me?
Absolutely. Theo, you see from out of the tent of the borrow pit, quite clearly the Apex and Cynthia dragging along what appears to be a large lump of what looks to be one of the bugs, but with many more limbs and weird growths, and it's very eye-catching. And as you both turn around and look at the Apex,
He's scanning the room, and then he finally eyes like you and Bach and starts dragging that way.
What the hell is that?
Theo's gonna put his glove back on.
And as Bach says, "What the hell is that?" That's where we're gonna go ahead and take a break.
Okay.
Wee. Buffa.
Ooh.
I go bathroom.
Indeed. All right. Take 5, everyone. Folks, I hope
Thank
you
you,
are
5.
enjoying the session so far.
So far, so good.
Where is my... Oh, there it is. Oh. Is someone home? Winky, is someone home? Oh, Wink?
The dog senses are tingling.
Well, I hope you're... I hope you're all enjoying... You got some Bach story? Indeed.
Amazing.
A little bit of Bach story. Oh my goodness. I will be right back, everyone.
Same here.
How we doing, everyone? Oh man, legs are stretched. Hydration has begun. How is Canada? It's good. We've all just been hanging out, relaxing, seeing the sights. Been nice.
Hey,
see-
everybody.
I got to see a baby black bear today. It was quite literally rolling around in flowers. I helped kind of shoo it off because there were kids around, and then the park ranger showed up with the bear poppers or whatever, like the really big, loud bangs, and scared it off because we were scared Mama was going to be around. But for the short time I saw the little bear, it was pretty close and rolling around in the flowers. No one else seemed to notice it, and I was like, oh, that's a bear. That is a baby bear. Despite how cute it is, we gotta shoo it along.
Sounds like a Thomas Kincaid painting. A bear playing in flowers. Oh, God.
I swear, I think I've seen more bear cubs than I've seen, like, full-grown bears. Which always terrifies me, because I know there's probably a mama bear real close.
Oh, yeah. If there's a baby, there's always the mama.
Okay. Hi-oh.
Hello.
I have caffeine. I'm happy.
But aside from that, I've been gone a day, and I already missed my cats, including Chalupa.
And the new baby.
Good
Chalupa.
chalupas.
I always have hopes that someday the cat distribution system will just catapult a cat into my life. Hopefully when I can have one.
I could just throw you a cat.
Trying to think of the biggest thing I saw while I was hiking. Oh, when
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
I remember.
when I was camping up in West Virginia a long time ago, I saw a mountain lion.
I forget,
Which
haven't
was-
you? Is it it was it raccoons or possums that were coming at you?
Oh, possums. Possums love me. Possums are real damn gentle.
Zito is very friendly.
But like,
Yes. Anyway,
but
go
like-
with your story.
But like, yeah, no, found a mountain lion. I was hiking. There's a bunch of sheer cliffs, and I decided, considering there was a storm rolling in, there were some sheer winds, that camping on the having the back of the encampment up against a cliff would probably be for the best. So I did that. And across the cliff from where I saw was a mountain lion. And I went, holy shit, you're not supposed to be here. And like I zoomed up on it like real good with my camera, snapped a picture of it. It didn't bother me none. It was too far out, but it was one of those things I saw. It was one of those things I ended up going like, I should go tell a ranger. So in the morning, I was closing my camp and walking back to my car, and I saw one of those fire watch towers in the distance, right? So I made my way over to there, see if there was anybody there. There was a ranger there, and I was like, "Hey, there are mountain lions around here." And the ranger was like, "Bullshit. There are no mountain lions." And I showed him photographic evidence, and he went, that is actually a textbook picture of a mountain lion." Wow. And I started a chain of events.
That's what happened to the mountain lion.
Same thing that
Well,
happens to everything else.
Well, in Ohio, West Virginia, going down to Kentucky and the Carolinas. So on the east side, so for the east side, it used to be that there are no mountain lions. Mountain lions do not exist. But for whatever reason, mountain lions do creep up, but they're astonishingly rare. So it is a reduced population of mountain lions. But they are
Hello.
but they do
Welcome back.
exist in the states on the eastern seaboards. Going into the mountains and everything. Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing I ever saw. Smallest thing I saw that was cute though, possum. I love them. Fat
Possums
rat
are
cats.
cute, little goblin dogs.
They are little fat rat cats. I like them.
Bears make me sad. Because it if not friend, why friend shaped?
Yeah, seriously. Behold
Can't-
the bear, nature's bruiser build.
Can be
What is-
friend if only temporarily.
What is a bear if not the Darius build of nature?
You're always a friend with a bear until it eats you.
I don't know, something like that like I wouldn't trust are like kangaroos. Kangaroos are astonishingly capricious creatures.
They'll fucking punch you. Punch your dog, too.
And they'll do a lot more than that. Do you know how kangaroos handle predators?
Kangaroos can grapple.
Yeah. So what a kangaroo will do is it will hop into a body of water, wait until the predator goes in, and he will literally tonight at 10 just strangle the thing underwater. Like, it is ridiculous.
Huh.
Yeah.
With all the animal types that they put into D&D, why have we not had a kangaroo? Could you not think of a better type of animal to be a monk class?
So you just want to play Warriors of Virtue.
It's true.
No.
That's what you just described. A monk kangaroo.
Another fun fact about kangaroos, they have the same bite bite force as a grizzly bear. Cause why not?
That's terrifying.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm returned from the
Man.
land of dog.
Did you pet them doggies?
I did pet them doggies.
Vadoglands. Vadoglands, we call them.
All right.
Being said, kangaroos are still very cute.
Is everyone back?
I'm here.
Indeed.
All right. We probably don't have too much longer left in the session. But yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up, get a direction for next time, and then we will see you in 2 weeks? Question mark?
Yeah, there's a question mark. My
Asterisk.
uncle said my uncle said like there's something on Saturday the 8th. So now I need to figure out if he meant Saturday or if he meant the 8th.
Oh, God.
No.
I love when that happens. It's like, is it the 8th? Or
So that's-
is it Saturday the 9th?
So, well, that's a few weeks out now, but, asterisk. Yes. All right.
It's Saturday the 8th. I had to check my calendar, but next time it is Saturday the 8th. Is in November.
Yeah, he did specifically say August.
Okay.
So I just need to do a little research and I can get back to you.
All right.
Connor, we've had an Australian mentioning kangaroo talk, yet not a single didgeridoo so far.
Oh, yeah, hang on, I got you covered.
Is it?
Just a single dude.
I'm
I
12.
it sounded like a fart.
Doom toots as he pleases.
Why do you think I laughed?
Yeah. Fucking shit babies, that's what we are.
All right. Are we ready to get back into it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the sake of it, would Alvin and Louise eventually meet back up here?
Yes.
If you wanna just, I mean, if it's mostly just the consequence of Jet just being like, hey, here's the location of this thing, and that's all there is to that conversation.
Yeah, real briefly, as before you meet up with everybody else, Jet will say, "Hey, so not sure what it's going to amount to, but back before all this, I don't know if Alvin told you about a small community that our ancestors sort of scrounged up and made up, sort of like this." But
Yeah, I remember him mentioning it.
Yeah,
He really
yeah.
wants to try and make that work with you guys.
called Greystone.
Yeah.
Now, Alvin seems to think that there might be something left over from there. Whether that's true or not, I guess that's up for you to find out, but... well, not a lot of people know about it. Not a lot of people know where it is. I haven't been back there. I don't know if anybody's picked it clean. But show me your map.
Yeah, sure. Uncovers it, pulls out her Pip-Boy, and lets Jet have a gander at it.
As you open your map, Jet will sort of point at a set of coordinates, and I will reveal...
New map, new map, new map, new map.
New space, new space, new space, new space.
the ruins of Greystone.
All right. Well, I don't like to toot my own horn ass or anything. Gives herself a little pat on the chest. I'm a damn good scavenger, so between me and Alvin and, well, the fuck the rest of us, if there's something to still be found there, we'll fucking sniff it out.
Well, we've long since abandoned it, so whatever you find is yours.
Nah, we'll bring it back. Let's. I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping stuff. I like collecting stuff. I am that way, but
No.
give you a gander first. Let you have some shit.
All that,
Just a little bit.
all of that is from a past life, past story, a person I buried. Whatever you find
you
there,
sure?
if you find anything, we don't need it.
All right, fair enough. Still grins. I'm still gonna bring you a souvenir, though. Just a little one.
If I do want something, I figure I'll just bash you over the head with a rock and take it for myself.
Puts hand to chest. Oh, can't even use that fucking cool ass thing you used to slaughter that cicada? I thought I rated higher than that.
It depends on what it'll take. But,
Fair enough. Alrighty.
alright, go and get. Tired of looking at you.
Alright, I will.
Creepy,
Ah! So a very friendly middle finger as she leaves.
creepy, spindly, skinny little... And,
I may be spindly, but... fuck. I'll get a better comeback later. Bye! Fuck off. I gotta go.
and the lot of you, sort of see Apex and Cynthia, carrying something almost on like a makeshift sled, a large lump.
If I'm next to Alvin, I take a look at that and shake my head. Once again, Apex is making me feel really fucking not great at my job as a scavenger when he keeps finding this shit.
Well, you're good at finding like material components and whatnot. He's good at finding. I don't even know what the hell that is.
I don't fucking know. It's like, come on.
You probably see them like stop and talk to somebody, and they'd like point off to the bar.
Hey guys, you want a little help with that?
Yeah,
Maybe
with your-
not close. Louise's Pip-Boy, I'd imagine,
Yeah.
is gonna.
Oh yeah, it's mine,
Louise
I
is-
assume.
As you step close, you begin to hear from your Pip-Boy the telltale sounds.
Oh, holy shit. Apex, that thing's pretty spicy. You still good on your Rad-X?
You can see he's starting to get a little rashy and kind of like scratching himself. I'm fine.
Yeah, at this point on the
Not
walk
much
back, I would
longer with
probably
that thing,
say that
okay?
it's your Rad-X has worn off completely at this point.
Yes.
Yeah,
Apex?
I think I got enough of that stuff on me. Maybe pass it off to Ms. Louise, huh?
I'll pass it off to Bach.
Miss Cynthia. I'm sorry.
Can I roll to see how...
We already established I entered dragging the thing, so I'm going to walk in dragging it.
I just want to roll to see how long until you start really collecting rads, if that's something I can roll on with, like, smarts.
Sure, without even really needing to roll. People's susceptibility to radiation has sort of they've become more like resistant to the just residual radiation that just pervades everything now. So he's probably getting a slightly higher dose just being next to this thing than anything. If he like slept next to it, that would probably be a problem. But just dragging it behind him like this, he's probably fine.
So Apex drags his new Dakimakura into the bar.
All right. Just calls him, it's like,
Christmas.
you're not cuddling with that thing tonight, right?
But it's so soft. He thinks to himself. Soft
Give it to
and
Bach
sticky.
and should be fine. Just give it to Bach and don't go dragging it too near the unradiated people in camp. Jesus Christ.
So I walk into the bar, I scan the room, and I see Theo and Bach.
She's like, what did I just say?
Bach turns to you. Oh. What the hell's that?
One of the cicadas. Figured you might be able to figure more about it. It's a mutation. Radiation. It might be human.
What?
Seemingly, anyway.
Just Louise pokes her head in the bar tent or whatever and raises up her pit boy that's sort of like going and like, oh yeah, it's a little bit sparky.
There's a, the cicada seems to be partially human.
Apex nods.
I'm sorry, what now?
Bach's eyes squint first at you and then at the thing. He polishes off his whiskey and stands up and approaches you, and you let him examine it, I'm assuming.
It's for
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
As he takes a closer gander, he begins to he like cracks it. He almost like the world's worst present. He opens the outer shell and begins to examine the interior of it.
This man's gonna be invaluable at the crab boil.
This is in the bar.
He sort of like ushers you like just outside the bar for this.
Yeah, I have no, I the Apex has no sense of public decorum. He would have just dragged this with him, but
Yeah, that sounds right.
He pulls from his boot like a hunting knife, and he'll crouch down and he'll just slowly begin to peel up the carapace of the cicada. And I'm just gonna
Oh god, do you have sound effects for this?
scrunch.
Squelch! Squelch!
probably something other than just raucous merriment as a backdrop for this.
You're gonna grab a water bottle.
Yeah, that's fine. As he pulls out the knife and he begins to sort of peel up the carapace, he sinks his knife in, and he's very delicate about it. A very precise with his cuts. like he's just trying to barely just peel off that carapace. As he does, you see him sort of like grit his teeth and go, shit. And, probably a bit of an unsteady hand from the whiskey he'd been pounding back. He looks like he might have punctured something. But, he peels back some of the carapace and slowly beginning to trickle out, you all see quite clearly red blood.
Well, that's not
That's-
good.
Weird.
The apex nods as he takes a dandy boy apple out of his bag.
So that's... Thinking back to us fighting the bugs, they did not have red blood except for the ones that the blood bugs were spitting at us.
Alvin, you were covered in this stuff at the end of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, you probably still are.
More or less.
Every time you exploded one of these cicadas, it always was this sort of off-whitish green color. The kind that you would normally expect an insectoid creature to have.
Yeah.
This quite clearly is not that. As it begins to pool and mix with the dirt beneath you, it's not a huge amount, but he looks at it and Bach, puzzled, just sort of stares for a moment.
That ain't...
Some sort of tick or mosquito?
I don't get it. I don't remember any red stuff from the ones we killed previously. Why's this one different?
Alvin holds up his left arm toward Louise.
In punctured stomach.
That's really weird.
I don't think this is someone else's. I think this is its blood. But
Oh, I don't love that.
Apex, you said that this is part human, these things?
The smell of its rot. It's not like bugs. It's meat.
What the fuck does that mean? We've been killing mutated humans, or what? What's going on?
Cynthia said she saw hair and stuff.
It's
Sinew,
beyond.
muscle.
It's beyond me. But if it's like,
Fucking hell.
if we're talking about like the more biological aspects, I don't have a clue.
There are more in the woods. We brought this one
lot.
back.
More.
Looks towards Cynthia when she says it like that.
Wait, a lot more like this
What
fella?
do you mean a lot more?
Some of them couldn't get themselves unburied.
Yeah.
Oh, you just mean dead ones. Huh, okay.
Dead. They didn't make it out
Kind
of their
of.
shell. As far as
Again, looks towards Apex now. Wait, what do you mean, kinda?
Some of the mounds moved.
They what?
I believe Connor mentioned that like a couple of the mounds just kind of like. Am I misremembering? That like a couple of them showed signs of movement, like they were still dying.
I don't like that if it's true.
Oh no.
I don't remember if I ever described anything like that, but
I thought I heard movement. Like some of them were still kind of like under, like moving mounds of dirt. I might be misremembering.
you do. Maybe it was when I was describing you like sort of dragging a trail over the disturbed dirt.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
And
Apex has
you
an
do
active
also
imagination.
you do also remember that massive thing that was described to you.
The
Whatever
mass-
it was.
The cloud of black.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there was a black cloud seeming to fly due north as well.
Wait. Wait a sec, you mean like more than the ones that flew away from here?
There are hundreds of them, at least.
Oh, son of a bitch. Okay.
They were all
Oh,
flying.
sweet mother of God.
They were all flying north.
North, you said?
Yes, north. I don't know what's up that way, but I'd imagine whoever lives that way might be in some danger soon.
Louise consults her pit boy. Yeah, we ain't ever... I have no clue what's due north. I got nothing.
As far as I know,
Bach,
the
any
only, thing that's,
idea?
the only thing that's north is... from what I can remember, it's just a bunch of woodland. Maybe a pre-war town, but if there's anyone there, we haven't really made contact with them.
Well, I guess that's good to hopefully make sure nobody's getting attacked at the moment.
Is there a way of testing to see if something's been modified by FEV?
Yes, I believe there is a way. Do you mind if I hang on to this? I'll bring
Not
it
at
back
all.
and I'll have some of my people look at it.
Looks over at Apex to be like, I shouldn't have spoken. That's your bug. What do you want to do?
I brought it for you. I figured you'd be able to learn more about it than I would.
I want us to be bros.
No shot against you, but I think you might be right. Okay, I'll take this back into the Harbinger camps and I'll see if I can get an answer for you at some point. But right
As for
now,
the rest of us, I had a lengthy conversation here with Bach, and do y'all know where his father is? Like, exactly?
Cynthia looks
Howell?
around like, wait, are we telling people now? What's happening?
We've met.
Kind of realizing that the tension that that Theo may have added unintentionally. Look, I'm just trying to get the pieces all together, and
I think one of you might have mentioned it before, actually.
Maybe
I
we
mean, I-
did.
Apex nods.
I mean, I told Johan we'd try and go have a chat with him again, just about all this crap anyway.
I think he's in a very tense situation, but considering y'all kin, I can't imagine anything wrong with it.
look, there's a lot going on here, and it's obvious that these two brothers are going to need some help.
Yeah.
Doc thinks that if we brought them here, there might be something they could help with. As far as I see it, the only other option we have for outside help, and Grapples does need outside help, is the Brotherhood, and I don't want to take that route if we can avoid it.
Yeah.
I
Same.
have a couple of options available too. If you guys want to hear me out over at the camp.
Sure, of course.
All right.
I'll see what I can do about this and finding out what exactly it is. If we learn what it is, there's a chance we could learn how to fight him.
Talk to Orchid for me, yeah?
Of course.
Thanks.
Should
Oh.
we be worried about the people in the north? If there are any that way.
Even in the Corvega, you think we could go ahead and catch him before that cloud does?
No, it moves fast.
And there's too many trees.
Yeah, not to know how the quality of the roads are up there either. If it's woodlands like Bach says, then could be knocked over trees. Roads could be completely unnavigable.
Well,
Might
and
not be they might not be roads.
Yeah,
the-
that too.
if there are trees north, that could be bad since I don't know if we mentioned, but those bugs are sucking the trees dry.
No, why would they be doing that?
Nourishment.
Well, if it ain't one thing, it's another.
Huh.
which I realized could potentially be a rallying effort for the mixed groups of the wasteland. If all the remaining plant life is in potential danger and we have the opportunity to have a farm, if we figure that out, then maybe this could be the thing that's bigger than our differences.
I think so too.
That certainly
think
isn't a
finding
bad way to
Dr.
go
Howell-
about it.
I still think finding Dr. Howell might be a priority because it may give us answers how to do just that.
Yeah, you're probably right. Who knows, maybe
Don't
these
worry,
cicadas
we're
are
on
an
that
experiment
too.
of his.
Speaking of unified fronts, Bach, you happen to know where Abraham might be about?
He very well could be sleeping.
All right, I'll wait till come down then.
Yeah.
If we're
I
gonna go
think
ahead and get it, if we're gonna go ahead and get out and around, I want to go ahead and make sure we got a list of everything that Abraham might need for this place.
you all have been through a lot tonight. I think you've earned a rest.
Apex nods.
I think so too.
I won't say no to that logic.
I
All right.
said as much to Theo, and I'll say it to you all. You've earned a lot of trust here tonight.
Well, thank you. I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say I make sure that your trust in us isn't misplaced.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Maybe I'll see you in the morning.
Maybe abouts.
Take care.
You too. Y'all quick conflab around the Corvega?
May as well.
Apex starts heading that way.
Alrighty.
He's already gone. Woo!
He was never there.
Sneaky Apex.
Theo will linger for a moment. Hey, Cynthia,
Yeah.
we get a chance at. I think we need to have a talk.
What about?
A lot of things. A lot of things I don't think either of us really want to talk about.
I suppose you're right, huh?
Later, though. It can wait.
All I need to know right now, Theo. Can I trust you?
In what regards?
A lot of different ones.
The way I see it, I tried to find the runaways because I heard that they could use some help doing some good. Done me a lot more good than y'all have done me. That's for certain. So I owe you. And the way I see it. All the runaways. Want to make good on that. What I owe. I haven't gone to the Brotherhood. I could have ran at any point. I still believe in some of the things they do, but a lot of what they do has me question. If that's what you're worried about, don't worry. I'm not a spy or nothing, and a coward.
I just want to make sure that the relationship you have with our little group isn't solely transactional based on what you owe.
I suppose that's fair, given everything else out here in the Wasteland, but... Cynthia, they started calling me a runaway. I want to feel like I earned it.
Well, I suppose when we have our talk, We can flesh all that out then.
I'd appreciate it. Well, I better make sure Apex doesn't get lost in another wood.
Oh,
See you at
boy,
camp, wherever that ends up being.
Sounds about right. See you then.
And Theo will go chasing after Apex.
Cynthia walks. He'll find his way.
It's just for once I'm not the one who has to do this with Apex. This guy can handle it.
Apex doesn't get lost. Apex is always where the apex is.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
so true.
The apex knows where it is because the apex knows where it isn't.
God, you are
If you
this
think
Zoro
that
over
doesn't
group.
make
Jesus
sense, well,
Christ.
screw you.
He stares. He looks around.
It's not here.
Turns in a direction and walks.
God, you are the Zoro over group. Oh, I was joking. Now you are.
So we
Eventually,
were heading to Port Vega.
yes, eventually you all meet up back at the Corvega.
Righty.
Follows Chalk has already made a fire for you all.
I was wondering when you would all get back.
Oh, hey, fellas, Jock. How you holding up?
Well, that was certainly a first. I
Big
wouldn't.
before I'll tell you that much.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little shook up about the whole thing, but I think all things considered, I'm doing all right.
Best advice I can give for something like that is after it's all said and done, just look for the helpers and try to help out.
We're alive, La.
Exactly. Oh boy,
He'll go ahead and just flop on the pavement.
that was a time.
Did you learn anything about what happened?
The bugs might be part person, and they came from the woods.
He's sort of eyes go a little bit wide at that.
Yeah, sounds like something out of a comic book or a horror story.
Will be soon.
He says, kind of getting down and starting to jot things.
Oh my god.
Pats follow Chalk's shoulder, being like, "Oh, you're learning a lot today."
Y'all, I don't know if I don't know if y'all knew about all much about this, and I've said here are some abouts, but they need some real help around here, especially if those big, what are they called, cicadas, are coming around.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are biologically. That's not really my wheelhouse. But I know engineering. I know building, the mechanics and materials. And I talked to Jet, and Jet gave me a blessing about it. So considering that her and I aren't from here, we're from Appalachia. Our folks and a bunch of people from there went ahead and made a settlement called Greystone. And I want to go down there. And I want to see if there's anything worth scavenging around there. My parents and Jet's parents were really good at hiding everything, hiding all the good stuff. So even if scavengers had picked it clean, they probably can't get through the clues and riddles that maybe my parents and whatnot left around. Or maybe the stuff and the tricks and traps that Jet's parents laid around. But I'd know how to get through them right quick. And if there is stuff around there, there's one thing in particular that I'm looking for. Now, we brought probably materials from Appalachia, so we probably have a good stone, good wood that probably people haven't picked up yet. Maybe. This is all conjecture. But there's one thing in particular I want to see if we have there. And if there's a crate, even if there's a bar of it, I feel like it could really be used in our favor.
What are you
What
thinking?
is it?
He Well, y'all might have seen it once or twice. It's the blue stuff that lines Jet's sword, Blue Ridge. That's named off of a song.
He says, just covering his hand and just muttering over to Louise.
Lightly punches them on the shoulder, but it's like, go on.
Maybe Theo might know what it's called. I always called it Blue Rock, but I remember my daddy called it Ultrasight. Does that ring a bell with y'all?
Apex shakes his head as he continues to draw in his notebook.
Well, the shit about Ultrasight's damn impressive. Apparently it's strong as hell, pliant as shit. I mean, I could work with it damn good, like it was a stench of my own arm.
Anyone who would like to can make a smarts roll.
Okay.
Sure.
Bloop. 10.
9.
No reason. Apex wouldn't know.
Here you go. Anyone who rolled under a 10, you may have heard of Ultrasight before, but you never really interacted with it at all. Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Ultrasight is sort of a radioactive glass-like ore that you a long time ago heard was discovered under the soils of Appalachia. It was mined using atomic detonations.
Oh boy.
And it is an incredibly potent source of energy.
Way.
Well, it's an ore. It provides energy as far as I'm aware. That's most of what I know.
I think the energy part was on a poster Papa had. I can't remember too much about it. All I know is that's one of the toughest, most pliant, sharpest, toughest damn things I've ever seen in my damn life.
Sort of keying up on Cynthia's tone of voice, Louise asks, anything dangerous about it?
Other than the fact you pointed at, or the thing trying to smack it. I mean, you seen Blue Ridge in action. That thing. We had just enough ultrasight between her and I, but we had on us to go ahead and line that weapon. And I made that thing out of a vertibird blade. So, I mean, imagine that's what we had with just a tiny bit. If we could find maybe even like a bar or a crate of that stuff down over in Greystone, that could greatly help out our odds. I mean, God's sake, I could go ahead and take even if I had a fourth or maybe even a half a damn bar of ultrasight, I could go ahead and mark that down into studs, and I could go ahead and stud up the T-51 over in Riverside, at least with knuckles in the forearms with that stuff. And that stuff would be durable enough to go ahead and punch through, 10,000 cicadas.
And the energy providing aspect, I don't really know how you'd turn it into studs. I don't quite recall the uses for it. I just remember that it provided energy and it took quite a bit to mine it.
I must have been a real baby about when I couldn't have been older than baby toddling around with Jed, over in Appalachia when we left, but I just remember Jet's parents and my parents telling us that every time we traveled, which was our way in Appalachia, and made our way across hither and Dell, making settlements and trying to spread our network and area of influence, or guess Dad's area of influence, I'm not too certain. That we always brought some Ultrasight with us. Good amount. Go trade with people. Go ahead and shore up our defenses and whatnot. So he'll give a shrug. Maybe that might be a good way about it. About the energy emitted out of it.
That much of it?
Cynthia, with your 10, the rumors you heard about Ultrasight, and this is all just stuff that you heard, or rumors. But when handled properly, it could supply enough power to keep industrial-grade machinery functioning for decades.
Oh.
If not handled properly, it could slag reactors and cause nuclear meltdowns.
So, we would need to find some guides, at least, on how to handle that ore. It may give you energy, and by energy I mean decades worth, for heavy-duty equipment. But if you do things wrong, it's bad.
I've never heard about the energy about it. All I know is that it was a bluish glassy stone that I could work with real well, and I could go ahead and make some of the sharpest, strongest shit known to man with it. Well,
So
at
you-
least known to me.
Already worked with it then.
That's what Jet's sword's made out of, and I made that sword for her.
Well,
And I learned
Then
that out of my daddy.
Yeah. Shrugs. Sounds good to me, and raises her arm with a Pip-Boy. Got a location for it now.
well, we got 2 pressing topics, though. Sure, we could go check out what's there, but what about Dr. Howell?
Yeah. What do y'all want to do about that one?
Well, how long will it take us to get to your neck of the woods?
Don't we have a radio frequency to check in on?
Yeah, I could check. Louise will pull up her Pip-Boy and check the radio frequency. For Dr. Howell, I assume, right?
Yeah.
At this point, you are way out of range.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm sorry, I'm way out of range.
And the where was the hold on. I'm gonna have to see the where again is the gray thing that we just really Greystone, okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, how about this? Let's go to Greystone en route.
Sounds good to me.
And we'll see what we find and make a pit stop, a wide return.
I'm down.
Right
I'm
to
down
me.
too.
That being said, Alvin, not to complicate things, but I may have an idea.
Yeah, what you have?
A long time ago, I was in the ruins of Lambert. Still a really young scribe then, but I remember seeing these strange things that were poking out of the tower. And when I asked one of my scribe masters what that was, they told me that back before the war, they were used to make a weird kind of noise that only birds and such would hear, and it would drive them away from the airport as to not stop the planes from getting hit. You think something like that would be possible to make against these cicadas?
Maybe. I'm not sure about cicada, but if they fly, maybe they're like birds or something, maybe. He'll look over to Cynthia like, you've been around for centuries, maybe?
Do I have any knowledge of this?
Let's see if I have any knowledge of this.
I'm not saying it'll be some sort of super weapon against these things, but maybe it'll
Something
help the
like-
Acropolis at least a little bit.
If something like that could be a deterrent, yeah, no, I agree.
Whee!
Apologies for throwing a wrench in the works.
No, that's all right.
No, I love learning fun facts. You kidding me? Just like I had to think back to last time I went to an airport. Now I'm just like, really? That's what those things were for.
Passive knowledge would be, back before the war, in order to keep, like, birds and other things away from airports, they would sometimes use either auditory or, visual deterrents. Sometimes it would be, like, handheld lasers or recordings of distress calls or loud noises that would scare away birds.
Above game, I think it's called bioacoustics.
Bioacoustics?
That sounds similar.
Yes, something like infrasound technology, like distress or predator calls.
We make a statue of a giant cicada. It's even larger and it scares them away.
Yeah, scary bug. Big scary
I
bug.
just
We call it
imagined when
Cicada
you,
Man, and Midwesterners would thirst over it for generations.
Oh god, don't it's true.
No, nothing can take over the grass man. Grass man, my beloved.
Eow, eow, eow.
No.
Zan, I'm just gonna throw something in general for you in Gateway. You said something about pictures of like, birds and whatnot, and like I'm just like this, but on every window of an airplane. Like they're just like all the birds are like, oh, I don't want to mess with him. He's mean, and he probably has thumbs.
It's just a duck in a button-down shirt.
Ducking a button up.
Ducking up.
God, I love ducks.
Yeah, sounds like we got a good plan.
Except for one thing, Apex said, who's been uncharacteristically quiet in the planning phase.
Yeah, what's that?
The large thing that is still in the area. I want to stay and track it. I'm not good at scavenging. This feels like the best place for me.
What large thing?
Mass. The
Oh, the
Black cloud.
Whatever, right.
probably the cicadas. An army of them.
Now, was it actually a cloud, or was it more like a black moving blob?
That was more poetic verbiage than anything. It was more a large mass.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
I
not necessarily
apologize.
the
I
cicada.
apologize for any confusion.
It's what I inferred. I just wanted, the clarification helps though.
Don't love that.
Oh, I thought it was all the cicada. Oh.
I did
I
too.
apologize. My wordage might have been confusing. Yes, what you saw was not to your mind a bunch of creatures. Rather, it might have been one big one.
Basically, this
That's
is my
so much
Big,
worse,
big enough that you
Connor.
could have confused it for a cloud.
This is my way of saying, if I have to be off next week, this gives me a good out.
I appreciate that. But yes, to clarify, you're pretty sure you saw one large creature.
Oh, that's
I-
way worse.
I want to stay and understand that. Track that. And find out more about what it is we're dealing with. I feel like that's where my skills are better spent.
If that's your purview, then I may stay behind as well. I would be remiss if I were.
Apex wasn't alone.
Yes, I would be remiss if I left you all alone to your devices, and I am a tracker myself.
The Apex nods.
You guys might be the best equipped for that one, though.
Well,
Be Karen and Zool as well? I just don't want you to be up against something that's, you know.
Apex squints quizzitively at you.
I'm the Apex. There is nothing that can stop me.
Right.
But you do know that we're worried about you a little bit. But, you know, with that aside, he'll look over at Cynthia. I mean, there's a lot of resources and people Apex can call upon here if something happens.
That's true. There are doctors and scientists and warriors and all sorts of people here. While you were all
Apex-
out and about, I've been mingling.
Apex actually closes his notebook and kind of turns his back to the fire. He's retreating inward. He's feeling insulted.
Damn.
Oh.
Hey, Apex. I don't think I have whatever it is it takes to talk you out of anything, so I'm not even gonna try. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna give you this stim pack. I'm not gonna wish you luck. You're not gonna need it. So I'm just gonna say good hunting.
How many stim packs do you have?
This is my last one.
He opens up his pouch and holds out 3. I've been packing.
I understand that. Still, it'd make me feel a lot better if you took it.
I don't know what you'll be facing. Don't go unprepared.
Trust me, we'll be fine.
I look at you dead in the eye.
Don't go unprepared.
Oh God, it's a standoff.
Like I said, I ain't got what it takes to convince you of nothing. At least take this, and he'll give you a pack of, or he'll kind of present a pack of cards.
I open it up and I smell it.
Oh my God, I knew.
That card smell.
Now there's a blast from the past. That reminds me of my time in the Mojave.
I've never played.
Well,
I can teach
sure
you a few
follows Chuck
games.
to teach.
There's this one that you can play on your own. Back before the war, they called it solitaire.
Oh, I played that one plenty.
It follows Chuck. You know that game? What's it called? Caravan?
Oh, yes. Many caps have been lost between games of Caravan. I didn't find a lot of other people to play it after I left the Mojave.
Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? Alvin snaps his fingers. Apex. Apex. Wasn't there that modification you wanted me to do to your arm before everything?
We never found the right materials for it.
Right, you're right. I'll tell you what, though. After this hunt you're going to be doing, you bring me up something good, I'll be able to go ahead and make whatever you want out of it.
It depends on what the quarry is.
I find it best if you just think about what you want out of it. Like, if it is a quarry and you did go ahead and get a trophy out of it, what would you want? What would you want to be made out of?
It depends on what it is. I don't know what it has. If it has a shell, or if it's made of flesh, or if it has pincers or teeth. I don't know.
Let's see. Well, that is a problem. But with your kit, what would you think would really help you? Oh, what would really help you out? Like a cloak or something, or anything like that?
Apex ponders. And he remembers every time that something's been just too far away.
Reach.
Reach. I know it's not natural, but maybe this will help you out, because I don't think I'm going to be needing this where I'm going. He'll stand up and scrumble over into the over to the Corvega, root around and pull out the bot stopper. You think something like this might be able to help you out? Even if I modified it up a little bit?
What is it?
The bot stopper was that stop sign I used to beat the crap out of the Sins.
I don't
Has
think that-
reach.
Apex ponders for a moment. See, what I behind the game, what I'm thinking of is something like something on a lash or a whip, or like something that I can throw, like darts or something. Or a spear.
Ooh, I can actually work with that for the scene, actually. And the fun thing about this is the natural stuff. I appreciate you coming to me for that stuff, because I've never worked with many stuff that's organic. Thank goodness we ran across the Tapawingo people. They really taught me some good tricks to help with my stitch work. I think I'm a real good stitch person, whatever they called them back in the day. I'm not sure. But I can tell you this one. He'll slap the flat of the stop sign against his hand. This is metal, and I can work this in all kinds of things.
Oh, you mean
If it's a little bit too unwieldy. Oh, is that what they call? Yeah, tailors. Tailors. All right, yeah. I could be one of them. But that aside, I could go ahead and maybe, let's see, if I would, and I'll lay it out flat and I'll just show it to you. If I heated this up and curled this like so, like if I applied heat to it and then just curled like the 8 size and whatnot, I'd go ahead and flatten it out and I could go ahead and hammer it. I'd probably turn it into a spear maybe? Or, say we're not looking at the stop sign. Well, that's okay. It's still good metal. I'll go ahead and probably shatter and render it. Maybe something you can throw.
Maybe, perhaps, afterwards, we can tell you what we found, and then we can work from there.
I would prefer it to be made from a trophy.
That's something. That's something to look forward to then. And because we're looking forward to it, he holds out his hand to Apex. That means you're gonna go ahead and come back and tell me what the heck you beat the crap out of, because I want to see the story and I want to read that comic you're gonna make out of it.
And Apex reaches out and kind of grabs your wrist.
And what about you all? Where will you be
That's
going?
a sound deal. Y'all feel like going to Greystone?
May as well.
Not a bad idea. And we can swing around to the science center again on the way back.
Yeah. Probably our best course of action.
All right. How about you, Theo? You're part of us as any of us. Anything you want to go ahead and hop onto too?
I think it's the best course of action. Don't like the idea of Apex not going with us, but he raises a good point. I think this is the best choice for all of us, at least for now.
Just a little worried, you know. This is gonna be kind of like a good while before I see you again, even if it's like maybe a day-ish or so, right?
We'll see. We have a penchant for taking wild turns, you know?
That is true.
Don't I know?
God threw off the whole story.
I mean, Follow Shock says,
Shock, what happened to your voice?
Fucking player characters, am I right?
I had a bit of iguana on a stick in my throat. Well, I suppose it's been a long night for all of us, and if we're going to be making any sort of headway, we should probably get some rest.
Yeah,
Well.
I think so too.
You all should. I'll be keeping an eye out. Probably staying on the fringes of the town overnight, just to see if I see anything, and hopefully be able to warn everyone if there's any more cicadas that show up.
All right. Alvin will go ahead and apply that right-away Louise gave to him. All right, I'll go ahead and let this run its course, and maybe this might shake the nerves out. I'll go ahead and rest on in.
All right. As you all bed down for the evening, your plans laid out before you. Apex follows Chalk. Zool and Cairn will explore to the north, while Cynthia, Alvin, Louise, and Theo will head to the ruins of Greystone in search of this fabled ore that might give them more than a fighting chance against whatever fate lays that threatens the Emerald Acropolis. And Cynthia, as you're making your patrols, you look off into the distance, you look off to the north, and you just can't help but hear in the back of your mind in those summers before the war started that constant din. And with your plans set and the dawn rapidly approaching, that is where we're going to leave the session for right now.
Oppa!
I know I said this was going to be a shorter session. I lied.
So much for that!
I lied.
You know, like a liar.
Like a liar would, who's lying.
But for right now, thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you had a fantastic time with today's session of Gateway. Let's go ahead and go around the horn and de-introduce ourselves so we can get out of here. Starting with Louise McBalrow.
Hello, hi, hey there. Caitlin Elizabeth. You can find me all over the internet at Boobs McBalrog. Please go watch Bullet Bullet on Hulu. It's a really cool show. It's my first anime lead where I play a little boy named Gear. And yeah, that's it from me.
Awesome, awesome. Up next, we've got Fringe Type.
Fringe Type, I'm a writer and a voice actor. You can find me on twitch.tv/Fringe Type, where I stream throughout the week playing horror games, retro games, and RPGs. Currently, I'm playing Abiotic Factor 1.0, and I have a summer donathon to go ahead and raise money so I can go ahead and get some financial security out. That being said, I'm also writing for a radio show, and that I want to go ahead and spool around and see if that's something people want to go on. And I'm also writing for a horror RPG.
I finished. I'm finished with the story, but I'm just giving it just passes here and there just to see if I can polish this or make this look better, or just like, you know, give more levity to this scene or that scene or whatnot. But I'm really pleased with what I've been writing. And I can't wait to go ahead and show it off whenever the time is right. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and just see me just talk about my stuff, just come on down to twitch.tv/fringe type for all your fringe type needs.
Woo! Alrighty. And up next we've got Lanny Pator.
Why, that's me. You can find me all over the internet, Lanny Pator, as well as several other channels. That's just the screen name I go by. Presently working on a whole bunch of stuff in various stages of production. But if you want to hang out with me, I've been playing Donkey Kong lately on my stream. Been a hell of a lot of fun. Feel free to drop by tomorrow evening and hang out. We can have some fun, get it on like Donkey Kong. If you want to hear my opinions on stuff, check out 4-Star Bento. We do a lot of content over there. Just did a review of the new Fantastic Four movie. Spoilers, it's pretty good. Yeah. Beyond that, hope you're all doing well out there. Join me for Donkey Kong. That's me.
They're very nice. Up next, we've got Sarah.
You didn't say the thing again. Get confused. Blue Sky and YouTube shows nature. You really is a shield already. You're weird now. So weird, strange. That's me. Hooray!
Alrighty. And up next we got Xanalis Grim.
Hey, that's me. You can catch me over on Monty's Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MontyGlue at 7 p.m. PST on Thursday, where we'll be jumping back into some Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Then twitch.tv/DistortionDevil on Friday at 3:30 p.m. PST for some Cassador's Guide to the Cosmos. And then, I guess, right back here on Saturday at 6 p.m. PST for some more Gateway. And I don't know if everything else is on. I'm still on vacation, so I'm just going to pause it there. But you can see what I'm up to on my Blue Sky Xanalis Grim. That's me.
Awesome. And that just leaves me. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Tumblr, Blue Sky at Distortion Devil. You can find all of my TTRPG content over at youtube.com/DevilsDiceRolls and patreon.com/DevilsAndDiceRolls. Yeah, I stream every day except Wednesday and Saturday. Tomorrow we'll be playing some more Fallout 2, which I've been having a blast with. Yes. And yeah, that's basically about it. Right.
Hey Connor.
Aw.
I might be playing some D&D while I'm on vacation. You have any suggestions for dice that I might be able to physically roll?
Goodness, well, if I know Monty, I bet you anything that she's got a horde of die-hard dice.
Die-hard dice!
That's
We
right.
almost got it. We almost got all of it.
It's like it reversed what he did in the beginning. It's like he came out of the void.
That's the other half. It re-emerged.
It was on a delay.
There you go. Die Hard Dice is, as always, your one-stop shop for dice and dice accessories. And if you don't know dieharddice.com, you can use the code Unexpectables to save 10% when you shop at dice.com. Also, check out our merch store. We've got all sorts of fantastic designs that can come in all sorts of fantastic products. Including the Gateway design, the comic book cover for The Runaways. My absolutely biased one of my favorite designs. But yeah, looks great on the front of a notebook.
You too can draw your own Apex comics.
That's true.
Wowee.
And as always, we couldn't do this week in, week out without bits and subs from viewers like you.
What?
Go on, Connor.
Zenlita, thank you for the
good,
100
buddy?
bits.
Can't call them smoothskins anymore because of woke.
The damn woke wasteland.
Want there to be just a ghoul just standing somewhere with a t-shirt that says "woke is dead."
Topical.
Mirako Blade Tail, thank you for the 5 months. 5 months of Gateway. And Corona Holio, thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub. And finally, Dragon Scribe Prime, thank you for the 2 bits, shave, and a haircut.
2 bits.
All right. Well, with that, we will see you potentially in 2 weeks. But for now, let's go ahead and find somebody we can raid.
Let's see.
Awesome is on.
Cito's on too.
Camden.
That's what I meant.
Vazitas.
No.
Ballard.
Yeah, you know what? Zito's streaming. He's had a bit of a rough month. Let's go ahead and show him some love.
Yeah.
What should our raid message be?
Bugging out.
Bugging out.
Bugging out. Grab a bug out bag.
All right. Take care, everybody. We will see you all later. Bye-bye for now, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy, y'all.